both considered pain pills?
Correct. They're both.
And hydrocodone?
If I looked at the structure of them, yeah, they have a different molecular structure.
But are they both considered pain pills?
Correct. They're both opiates. They're both controlled, Schedule II controlled substances.
Oh, no way. Oh my goodness. Okay, hi guys. What's up going? Hello. It's hot here. All right. We don't have the AC on. I don't know. I'm just finding random things to blame. But hello, guys. Thank you so much for indulging me. We are back for part 2 of the Kouri Richins trial. We're currently in the middle of Brian Holden's testimony, the senior forensic scientist. Now, he is part of Utah State Crime Lab. He's been there for 20 years. He was tasked with analyzing an unknown substance. And yeah, he was asked to look if there was fentanyl on items that was submitted to the lab. So, will there be fentanyl on the tweezers, or will it be a nothing burger? I'm sorry, the ghost of Elaine is haunting me. It's Elaine. She's hovering over me, you know. She's muting when she's messing everything up. All right, y'all. I do see that we have the housekeeper's testimony right now, so we'll be all caught up because I think he has a few more minutes left. Court is going to go on lunch break, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the day. But guys, thank you so much for indulging me, and I appreciate you guys being here.
And you were also not asked to search any items for OxyContin.
No, OxyContin would be like the brand name, which would contain oxycodone. So no.
Thank you. And I believe you tested, it appears to me, and please refresh your memory if you need to, if we want to go to page 3 of the report, but it looks like you tested a total of 19 items that were brought to you. Is that right?
Correct.
And of those 19 items, were you asked to test an empty pill bottle, an empty hydrocodone pill bottle with residue on the inside of it?
I would have to refer to my notes.
Pause for 1 second. What's the objection? Mr. Burmester.
It exceeds the scope. You want to make way approach?
Sure.
Exceeds the scope.
If you were presented with an item to test that was an empty pill bottle, what would you do to test that item?
To test that item, I would rinse it with methanol and then run our screening procedure.
Rinse the inside?
Correct.
And whatever residue would be inside that bottle, you would test it, and if there was none, you would say there's none?
Correct.
Right. So were you given the opportunity to do that with a hydrocodone bottle in this case?
I would have to refer to my notes, but I don't recall.
Please take a moment and let's let you go through the 19 items. Katie, can you start with one? And just when you're ready for us to go to the next page, sir, please let us know.
Oh, I will need to refer to my notes that I prepared that has descriptions of what I tested and what was inside of the packaging.
Have you provided those notes to anybody?
No, I don't. Usually that's done through grandma requests.
Did you bring those notes with you today?
I did, yes.
Can you
Grandma
take a look at
requests?
them?
Yes.
And can I see them for just a moment, please?
Why? Because they're handwritten notes associated with grandmas?
I can provide you with a copy of them, yes.
Yes. Can we do that now? May I approach her?
Mr. Burmester, please. Counsel, can you brief recess to sort this out?
Yeah, I think it would be helpful.
Okay. Folks, let's let you stretch your legs. Please rise for the jury.
I think this is where they just go to break, right? Let's see. Wow. Long.
Admissible evidence.
Oh, arguments. Okay.
Recess for lunch. It is 11:25.
Okay, jury's dismissed for lunch.
To be fair, it's a little unclear because it deals with hypotheticals in a... The issue has come up where defense counsel is using hypotheticals with fact witnesses. And hypotheticals kind of are treated
Lots of hypotheticals and very specific hypotheticals, too.
differently between expert witnesses and fact witnesses. It is the state's read of Utah law, and let me give the court a cite, please. It is Utah Department of Transportation versus 6200 South Associates, 872 P. 2nd, 462. Quick and dirty, that's kind of, I think, the case, at least to start with. I also think, to be fair, it's a little unclear because it deals with hypotheticals in a expert witness context versus a fact witness context. But it's the state's read of Utah law that for a fact witness, a hypothetical has to involve admissible evidence. I think the defense, and I can give examples, I have a dirty of this morning's transcript, is presenting hypotheticals to fact witnesses based on inadmissible evidence. That inadmissible evidence is statements of the defendant that I do not see a hearsay exception to. Now, so I don't think those hypotheticals are, as a matter of law, permissible. Now, I can see a read under Utah Department of Transportation where it is in the discretion, it is in the court's discretion whether to admit those hypotheticals. And if that is the proper read of it, I don't think it is, but it might be, then the state asserts that in these instances, the court should exercise its discretion and exclude the defendant's, the defense counsel's hypotheticals that are based on inadmissible, self-serving evidence of defendant's statements. That's the issue, Your Honor.
I appreciate the record. Just practically speaking, on a going forward basis, I think it would be helpful to me and opposing counsel if, when the state is objecting on this basis, you just stand up and say objection foundation. Let's see if they rephrase or if they push back, and then I can exercise discretion as appropriate.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay.
The state did try to object earlier with the witness with the red hair, the crime scene tech person, Chelsea Gibson. That's her name. Now, remember how towards the end of the cross-examination, the defense team she was basically recapping a lot of stuff, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, that's what she said." Oh, and it tracks with her story, right? Like how Kouri was walking around back and forth, and how Kouri I can't find it in my notes, but the state did object to that, and the judge, I think he overruled it. But again, I think the defense is doing the same thing with this witness, and now Mr. Bloodworth is like looking through case law, like, hey, there must be a way to like not get this in, because if you're doing hypotheticals, I guess are technically fine. But he said something about hypotheticals with a fact witness. It's only admissible. You're only allowed to do that with admissible evidence. And if they're using it through Kouri's statements, then that's inadmissible evidence. But I don't know, were they doing it with this forensic scientist? Because she was talking about like pill bottles, and like I couldn't understand where she was going with that. Like, oh, how would you, if you were to test the pill bottle, how would you go on with testing the pill bottle? So I wonder if this just goes back to the crime scene tech's testimony.
May I also just ask a favor? Can we have a one horse, one rider rule going forward at sidebar? You are, of course, allowed to confer, act as a team, but I just need one speaker from each side of the V.
Yeah, one horse, one rider. Let's do it.
The sidebar.
Appreciate that, Your Honor. Certainly. Can I clarify one thing?
Sure.
Does the rider at sidebar have to be the same rider that's examining the witness?
That would typically be the rule.
I
We can just
understand that.
agree that that's not going to be the case. I'm not sure how you feel about your team dynamics if the person behind you is jumping up to object. And
I appreciate that.
yeah.
But I think
So
Ms.
maybe-
Nestor has often argued regardless, and I have often argued regardless.
So what I'm asking for going forward, and if you would please just give it the college try on a going forward basis, that, for example, this is just an example, I'm not picking on anybody. If Mr. Burmester is examining the witness and an objection is made, you're welcome to confer with him right here as he comes up, but I need Mr. Burmester to be the one talking in the mic.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay, any objection, Ms. Nestor?
No, sir, we would appreciate that.
Okay, Ms. Lewis, you're about to say something?
No,
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
I love it how judges just have so many like phrases in the back of their pocket, you know? All these idioms. I have like a spreadsheet that just keeps track of not who says what, but just like all these like idioms that I've never heard of. One horse, one rider.
Anything else on the record
One ring to
before we
rule 'em
recess
all.
for Mr. Blebber?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, Mr. Ramos? Noted. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We will be back.
All right, they're gonna go on a lunch break. Let's see, how long is our lunch break? Lunch break, and we are here.
The state's next witness in the wings.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good.
Right. I'm excited for this
Okay, very
testimony. I think this testimony would be very interesting. Sometimes when it's testimony with like lots of like information, evidence, it's like, oh, it's a little bit droning. But when we have like a normal lay witness testimony, it's like, easier to digest.
All right, folks, have a seat. Thank you. Mr. Bloodworth, the state's next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Carmen Lauber.
Ms. Lauber, if you would please step in front of Brittany, we'll get you sworn in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the matter before the court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, subject to the pains and penalties of perjury? Please have a seat.
Please proceed.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Would you pull, you can sit wherever you're comfortable. If you would just pull the microphone closer to you, it's easier to move that than the chair. Yeah. We'll see if that's close enough.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Lauber.
What, ma'am, is your name?
Carmen Lauber.
Do you spell your last name Lauber?
Yes.
So Carmen Lauber. Carmen Lauber is cooperating with the state. She has some charges, which I believe the state is willing to overlook. And she was the one that purportedly was Kouri Richins' housekeeper. I think she was hired by Kouri's aunt. That's what I remember correctly. I don't know. I think she said that in opening state, or he said that in opening statement. She cleaned the houses that Kouri would flip and maybe clean Kouri's house as well. She was the one that was able to, hook up with the drug dealer. Sorry, not hook up in that type of sexual matter, but hook up with a drug dealer to get drugs for Kouri and possibly twice.
It's indelicate, but how old are you?
54.
What do you do for a living?
Sorry, I didn't want to give you guys too much information because I wanted you guys to find out more from her testimony, but just that's a general overview. That's what we heard in opening statement so
I'm a
far.
direct support intake. I work with people with disability.
Okay, ma'am. We're gonna have to get you to. Hold on.
Girl, I can't hear you. Speak louder.
Get it right up. It's
Yeah, get that
gonna
mic
be
over
annoying to you.
I appreciate it.
Get up in there.
I'm sorry. Again, please. What do you do for a living?
I'm a direct support intake. I work with people with disability and mental challenges and stuff.
Do you have a history of drug use?
Yes.
When did that history begin?
6th grade, I was smoking pot, and it just varied up through junior high and high school.
How did it vary up?
Through cocaine, through pot, through mushrooms, LSD, acid, just drinking stuff through junior high and high school.
Did it continue into adulthood?
Yes.
For how long?
For quite most of my adulthood.
Have you ever sold drugs?
Raise your hands if you guys also did drugs in high school. Don't do drugs in high school. It's too young to do drugs. If I were to tell myself any advice to myself back then, don't do drugs back then. Wait until you're older.
Yes.
Do you have a criminal history involving drugs?
Yes.
Does it involve drug possession?
Yes.
Does it involve drug distribution?
Yes.
Do you have felony convictions for drug distribution?
Yes.
Are you currently on a type of probation for drug distribution?
Yes.
And are you on a probation for a felony drug distribution?
Yes.
Is that probation in Wasatch County's drug court?
Yes.
What is drug court?
Drug court is where you go in, they give you the tools to rehabilitate yourself. They give you groups, personal therapy, one-on-one treatment. They give you random UAs. They have you complete an MRT book. Just tools to rehabilitate yourself.
When you say UAs, is that urinalysis testing
Yes.
to see if you're hot for drugs?
Yes, we would call in daily, and you would either have a number or a color. And if your color or number was called, you had to go to a 5-minute clinic and do a UA.
And is the idea behind drug court that it's a rehabilitative program under court supervision?
Yes.
And that if you complete the rehabilitative part of the court supervision, there's some benefit to your pending charges?
Yes, it's a plea in advance.
Okay, and a plea in advance means it doesn't go down as a
It
conviction.
doesn't go on your record, yes.
Plea in advance. That's what she's got. Plea in advance, and it doesn't go down as a conviction.
Are you also pending charges in Wasatch County for marijuana possession and possession of a gun by a person who's prohibited from possessing a gun?
Oh, I was like, marijuana possession. We still do that? I forgot. Utah, it's illegal to have marijuana for recreational use. Jesus.
Yes.
Are you sober now?
Yes.
How long, ma'am, have you been sober?
A little over 4 years.
Is that the longest time in your life since 6th grade that you have been sober?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Second
nice.
time I was pregnant. It's the only time I quit. And then,
Congratulations.
but yes, 4 years, a little 4 years.
Ms. Lauber, apologize for interrupting you. We're going to make a small adjustment. Turn the mic a little bit towards me. We just need to line up with your face a little better there, and then pull it forward maybe 1 inch. Okay.
I feel like it's jumping out.
Yeah, you just and you can lower it
Okay.
a little if that's a little more comfortable. There you go. Please.
Are you represented by a lawyer in connection with your testimony here today?
Yes, I am.
Are you testifying pursuant to several grants of immunity today?
Yes.
Is one of those grants of immunity in a letter from Summit County?
Yes.
Is one of those grants of immunity in a letter from Salt Lake County?
Yes.
Is one of those grants of immunity in a letter from the federal government?
Yes.
And is there also an understanding between you and Wasatch County, or at least your attorney in Wasatch County, that there's immunity for the gun and the marijuana in Wasatch County?
Yes.
And do you have those 4 grants of immunity because you have committed crimes in connection with this case in all 4 of those jurisdictions?
Yes.
What is your understanding of those immunity agreements?
We're proceeding forward with the truth, and there will be no charges filed back on me.
Do you understand that they require you, in order to avoid criminal exposure, they require you to testify today truthfully?
Yes.
Do they require you to testify today fully?
Yes.
The defense team, they're gonna go savage on her in cross-examination. I wonder who's gonna do the cross. I'm thinking Mr. Ramos. I think Mr. Ramos is gonna do it. Who do you guys think? Put your bets in.
Regardless of who's asking you the questions.
Yes.
And that if you don't testify truthfully and fully, you could lose all of that immunity.
Yes.
Did your lawyer assist you in getting that immunity?
Yes.
Girl, what you writing over
Did
there,
he
Kouri?
advise you of the potential criminal exposure you face if you lose that immunity?
Yes.
I need you to speak up just a little.
Yes. Sorry.
Yep. I need to remind you from time to time.
Yeah,
It's not
because
personal.
yeah, you're fine.
Did you interview with investigators before you got immunity in those cases?
Yes.
About how many times?
6 times, 6 or 7 times.
And over the course of those 6 or 7 times before you had immunity, about how many hours total did you speak with investigators?
Give or take 10, 15 hours.
Ooh.
Why did you speak with investigators before you were granted immunity?
Let's make sure the stories are
Well,
straight.
after they told me what I was being held for, sorry, I wanted to make sure it was the right thing to do, if this is actually what happened.
What do you mean, if this is actually what happened?
If they told me that Eric had died of it.
Well,
Not a couple of years.
I mean,
what are we?
we all know that he died. But I guess it depends on what she's going to say next. Dino! Hi, Corgi. Hi, everyone. Thanks for the recap video, Corgi. You're welcome. I did not include day 3, but I will in my feature recap. Remy was not having it, so I had to cut my video short and tend to my baby. My little baby.
You started to say that the investigators told you that Eric had died. Is that right?
Yes.
Can you please pick up your testimony from there?
When they had first told me that, when they first mentioned that Eric, I already knew Eric had passed away, but when they had mentioned that it was from an overdose, that hit hard. Only for the fact that.
Oh, you know what? She probably doesn't know. I think Kouri asked her for pills, like for fentanyl, for her clients because they had back pain or something. I think I remember that.
If that's what happened, I needed to step up and take accountability of my part in this that happened, or what I was asked for. At first, it took a minute to process everything. Sorry.
That's fine. Is it fair to summarize, though, that you interviewed with investigators before you had immunity, in part to take accountability for your part in Eric's death?
Yes.
Was another part of the reason you spoke with investigators prior to a grant of immunity was that you hoped you would eventually get some benefit, some grant of immunity?
Yes.
Before you interviewed with investigators prior to the grant of immunity, right, the 6 interviews over 10 to 15 hours, had you consulted with an attorney?
No.
Had you reviewed any materials to prepare for those interviews?
No, I was in jail. I was in, yeah.
Did you meet with your lawyer to prepare for testifying today?
No, I didn't use them. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm confused. Sorry, ask the question.
I'll ask it again. To get ready for today, did you meet with your lawyer?
No. Oh, yeah, sorry, in the back room, yeah, sorry.
Not just today. Let me just ask you. To prepare, you knew today was going to come, right?
Oh, yes.
In order to get ready for today, over the course of the several weeks or months, have you met with your lawyer to prepare to testify like you are now?
Yes.
In the course of that preparation, did you review any materials so that you would be ready?
Yes.
What did you review?
Some of my testimonies when I was in jail and some pictures and data from cell phones and
Ma'am, did you know Kouri Richins?
yes.
How did you know her?
I worked for her aunt for LTD's personal house cleaning.
And as part of working for Kouri Richins' aunt's house cleaning business, did you clean Kouri Richins' home?
Yes. Every other Friday, unless she needed an extra clean or a deep clean.
Every Friday?
About
Oh,
how
that's
long
nice.
did you know Kouri Richins?
I worked for her aunt for 9 years.
And did you know Kouri Richins that whole 9 years?
Yes. We got to know each other throughout the years.
Did you also perform other cleaning services for Kouri Richins?
Yes, when I wasn't working for Doreen, I reached out to her and asked her if she had any house cleaning or landscaping or anything that she needed help with.
Did you ever discuss your drug history with Kouri Richins?
Yes.
How so?
We just talk about how how I was going in drug court and when I would graduate, and she would reach out and ask how things were going, or if we'd run into each other. I tell her I'm almost graduating.
That's the drug court in Wasatch County.
Yes.
When did you go into drug court in Wasatch County?
Late 21. I had my evaluation in 2019, and I entered in late 2021.
So then am I right that your drug court discussions with Kouri Richins would have been while you were in drug court beginning in late 2021?
Yes.
Did you know Eric Richins?
Yes.
How did you know him?
I cleaned his house, and he'd come in and he would joke with us that we were there a little later than what we should have been, and he'd tell us, get out of here, we're working past 5 o'clock, it's time to go home. I've gone to their house with my grandkids on a barbecue when it was one of their son's birthdays with her aunt.
Did you know that Eric Richins owned a stonemasonry business?
Yes.
Did you know any of the workers that he employed in that business?
No.
Did Kouri Richins ever ask you to purchase for her illicit drugs?
Yes.
How many times?
4.
Did you purchase illicit drugs for her?
Yes.
How many times?
4.
When you purchased illicit drugs for Kouri Richins the first time, who did you purchase the drugs from?
Susan Kohler.
When you purchased for Kouri Richins drugs the second time, who did you purchase the drugs from?
Robbie.
By Robbie, do you mean Robert Crozier?
Yes.
That's how you
How about
pronounce
the
it?
third time?
Robbie.
Fourth
Prozair.
time.
Robbie.
Ooh. That's who Susan Kohler is.
Let's please begin with the first purchase of drugs for Kouri Richins from Susan Kohler, okay? How did Kouri Richins approach you about purchasing drugs?
She had reached out and asked if I could do her a favor, and I said, yeah, probably, what is it? And then she had called me and asked me if I could reach out to somebody for some pay meds for an investor that she knew. And I told her I could see what I could do. So I knew Susan Kohler was still using at the time, an active user still. And then Susan Kohler reached back and told me she knew somebody that had some pay meds. Sorry.
How did you know Susan Kohler?
She used to work. She was working for Doreen at the time.
And how did you know Susan Kohler was an active user at that time?
'Cause that's one of the reasons why I quit working with Doreen, because they were still active users.
So you had worked with her at the time?
Yes.
Knew she was an active user?
Over the year, yeah.
When did Kouri Richins approach you that first time to get drugs?
February 11th, February 10th, right around there.
Is the audio okay for you guys? I had to really boost it up because she a little quiet.
Was it February or was it January?
Was it early February?
Early February?
In January, early February.
I'm so sorry, this is all rough. I'm sitting within 3 feet of you. I
Sorry.
can't hear what you're saying. I just need you to speak loud.
Okay.
Thank you. Like louder than you just did.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
That-
sorry.
We're going to treat that as the floor. It's that point and louder. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think because my microphone's like pointed the wrong
So
way.
sorry.
It's okay.
Fix the
About what
microphone.
time? Month, beginning month, end of month. Is it end of January, early February, late February?
She's like speaking to like the side of the microphone. She needs to like bloop, pivot like this way.
When was it?
Early February.
Would that be
Kouri shook her
2022?
head.
Yes.
How about the money for the drugs? Did Kouri Richins front you money for the drugs?
For Susan?
Susan, I'm only talking about Susan
Okay.
Kohler now. I think that might be confusing.
Yeah, no.
I'm only talking about Susan Kohler.
Okay. No, she did not. I had given Susan the money.
Okay, how much money?
$600.
What drugs did you ask Susan Kohler? What type of drug did you ask Susan Kohler for on Kouri Richins' behalf?
Just some kind of painkiller, an opiate.
Okay. And you gave Susan Kohler $600 of your money.
Yes.
What in return did Susan Kohler give you?
Damn, Kouri didn't even front the money. Jeez.
A couple hours later, she had returned back to my house with an
Wait, I
envelope
wonder, did she profit off of this transaction?
full of pills.
Okay, what type of envelope?
Just a mailing envelope.
A normal letter?
Just a white envelope, yeah.
Okay. Did you look in the envelope?
No.
How did you know it was full of pills?
Susan told me that's what was in there.
Did you feel the envelope?
Yeah.
Did you feel like there were pills in
Yeah,
it?
they were just little round pills.
What did you do next?
Then I had texted Kouri and told her that I had got some pills for her and asked her what she wanted me to do with them. Told me it was late when Susan returned, so she showed up in my driveway the next morning.
Okay, when you say she showed up in your driveway,
Kouri.
Kouri Richins showed
Yes.
up in your driveway the next morning.
Yes.
Hey, Momo, thank you for the 90 months. Oh my goodness. Hello.
Did you hand Kouri Richins the pills the next morning in your driveway?
Yes.
Did she give you any money for those pills?
Yes. She gave me back the $600 that I put up for him.
So she didn't get money? She didn't get profit off of this?
You mentioned you have, part of this transaction with Kouri Richins and Susan Kohler involved text messages. Do you have any of those text messages?
No.
Do you know what happened to those text messages?
I deleted them
Ooh.
Why?
because if I had lost my phone or anybody else got a hold of my phone or anybody in drug court wanted to see my phone, it was evidence that I was not.
That Motorola phone that they seize, her phone, by the way. This is the owner of the Motorola parked out front.
Following drug court rules. I was still involved with people that were using
It was evidence that you're dealing drugs,
and
right?
participating in selling drugs.
Guys, don't sell drugs. You are bound to get caught one day.
Let's talk about the
Don't be a
second
drug dealer.
time that you purchased drugs for Kouri Richins.
It's not
which is
worth it.
Am I right? The first time you purchased them from Robert Crozier?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about that first purchase from Robert Crozier.
Rosier.
How did Kouri Richins approach you on that purchase?
She reached out to me in text message that her investor needed or wanted something stronger. And I kind of told her, well, I can reach out to the people I don't know. You just can't say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. When you're buying drugs off the street, you pretty much purchase what you get. And at the time, I didn't know anybody, so I reached out to another acquaintance that I knew that was still using, which would be Nicole.
Okay. You reached out. Keep your voice up, please.
What's that?
Can you keep your voice up, please?
Yes.
Okay. So you reached out to an acquaintance of yours, Nicole, that you knew was still using, right?
Yes, at the time.
And is that Nicole Cummings?
Yes.
How did you reach out initially? How did you reach out to Nicole Cummings?
On Facebook Messenger.
Scott, can I get 3-3, please?
Damn, on Facebook Messenger too? Not even on the phone? Those messages be tracked?
My apologies. Scott, can we go through our normal dance? Would you disconnect? Yes, sir. Back in. I don't know why that happens, but it seems that unplugging and plugging back in increases.
What's the record?
There we go. For the witness, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just the witness.
There you are.
I was like, oh, I can't see it.
Can you see
Not-
it?
yes, not-
Okay. And you just, when you turn your head, the mic has to follow. There you go. Thank you.
Ms. Lauber, do you recognize that document as a, it's a Facebook exchange that you had with Ms. Cummings?
Yes, it's off my Facebook Messenger.
And is that an accurate depiction of the exchange you had with Ms. Cummings?
Yes.
Your Honor, the statement was 3-3 and the evidence.
No objection.
State 3-3 is admitted. Would you like to publish, Mr. Lauber?
Blown up out of 3-3 where it says, text me, I got a question and won't do it on this.
Yes.
Did you send that message?
I guess there's nothing. Okay, there's nothing incriminating on there. It's not It's not that bad. Actually, let me get a better screenshot of this.
This.
Yes.
Did you send that message by Facebook to Miss Cummings?
Yes.
And it says on February the 5th, 2022. Is that when you sent it?
Yes.
Why did you send that message?
Tell me why.
I was going to ask her if she knew anybody that had any pills.
And you didn't want to ask her over Facebook.
No,
Why not?
because once again, that's showing what I'm trying to buy. Illegal activities of drug, buying drugs.
We could hear that, I'm sorry.
Illegal activity of buying drugs.
Thanks, Scott. Did you ultimately speak to Miss Cummings over the phone?
Yes, I did.
And what did you ask her?
If she knew anybody who had any opiate pills for sale.
And how did she respond?
She said yes, she had a friend that could help me.
And did she identify the friend?
Yeah, she gave me his name. She said Robbie.
And is that the Robert Crozier you've mentioned before?
Yes, it is.
Did she put you in contact with Robert Crozier?
Yeah, she gave me his number.
Did you call Robert Crozier?
Yes, I did.
What, if anything, did you ask Robert Crozier for?
If he knew anybody who had any pills, pain pills for sale.
And how did he respond?
He said he would reach out to a couple people.
Did he ever get back to you after that?
Yes, he did.
When he got back to you, what did he say?
He said he had a buddy that had some fentanyl pills.
What then did you do?
I had texted Kouri back and told her that I had a friend that could get them, but they were fentanyl pills.
So you told Kouri you had a friend to hook up for fentanyl pills.
Yes.
How did Kouri Richins respond?
She said, okay, go ahead and get them.
So, did you go ahead and get them?
Yes.
What was the next step in getting them?
The next step was reaching out to Robbie and telling them to go ahead and get them.
Did you arrange a time and location to purchase the pills from Robbie?
Robbie did, actually,
Okay.
because he was coming up from up north. So he had me go to a Maverick off 126 in Draper. It was
I think a Maverick in Utah is at like a gas station, right? Anyone here live in Utah?
closer to his person.
Let me maybe do this one more time. The text messages between you and Robbie, do you have them?
No.
Are they deleted?
Yeah, Maverick gas station. That's what's popping up for me. Maverick with a K at the end.
Yes.
Did you delete? One more time. The text messages between you and Robbie, do you have them?
No.
Are they deleted?
Yes.
Did you delete them?
Yes.
Because they were evidence of drug distribution?
Yes.
Objection leaving.
Anyone using a cell phone for drug deals? Okay, y'all motherfuckers didn't watch The Wire. You need to go watch The Wire. Learn some lessons. I'm watching The Wire right now. I'm almost done. Season 5. Almost done. Ah, so good.
I think you're going to testify about a lot of text messages. Did you delete them all
Yes.
for the same reason?
Exactly.
Okay, so you set out to purchase fentanyl from Robert Crozier at the Maverick in Draper.
Yes.
Did you front the money for these?
No. That was more, way higher.
How much money was involved in this transaction?
$1,000.
How did the money come about? Who?
Did she front
So
you
I
the
reached
money?
out to Kouri and told her yes, that it was going to be kind of pricey. And then so I asked her how she wanted me to grab them. I had to go to the house in Midway, not the mansion. It was a Midway house that she was flipping. And that the money would be in there.
Okay. So let me make sure I understand. Kouri Richins said she would leave you $1,000 at a small house in Midway.
Yes.
Scott, can I get 8-12, please?
Not the Midway Mansion?
Ms. Lauber, do you recognize this photograph?
Yes, I do.
Is that the small house in Midway that you're thinking of?
Yes.
Is that an accurate depiction of the small house?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state
we
moves
see
to
the
admit
house?
8-12.
No objection.
812 is admitted.
Ms. Lauber, did you enter that house and get the $1,000?
Yes, I did.
How did you enter the house?
It is
Kouri
a
told me the
small
back door
cottage
was
house.
unlocked.
Was it?
Yes.
Did you enter through the back door?
Yes, I did.
Where inside the house was the money?
In a closet in a box with a couple coffee cups.
It looks like the cute little cottage house in that movie with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz. Oh, The Holiday. So cute.
Thanks, Scott.
So cozy.
So once you got the money, what did you do next?
I had called Robbie and told him, okay, I had the money, how long it would take him to get down from where he was coming from.
Did you then drive to the Maverick and Draper?
I didn't drive at the time. I didn't have a car.
Who drove? Did somebody drive you to the Maverick?
Yes, Nancy.
Okay. Is Nancy Peters?
Yes.
Where did she drive? Where did she pick you up?
At my house in Heber, off of Center Street.
And then she drove you from your house in Heber to Maverick and Draper?
Yes, down Purple Canyon.
Down Provo Canyon. Scott, can I get 3-7, please?
Dude, I love Omar. Oh my gosh. Stringer. Dude, The Wire is so savage. It's almost as savage as Game of Thrones. They be killing all the people that I love. Everyone just keeps dying. But there was a spoiler for season 5, and I was really sad. But yeah, Omar, dude. Fucking love Omar. Omar be coming for you. Better watch out.
Ms. Lauber, do you recognize that document?
Yes, I do.
Is that an extraction of your some photographs on your from your cell phone?
Yes, it is.
Is that an accurate depiction of the photographs extracted from your cell phone?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves 3-7 into evidence.
Your Honor, we object. I don't think that Ms. Lauber can identify the Celebrite. Celebrite hasn't even been introduced into evidence. I suppose she could introduce the photos if they want to pull up the photos separately, but she can't identify the Celebrite, which is not
You can
evidence.
identify them as photos from her cell phone, correct?
I think she can, yes, it's photos from her cell phone if they want to show the photos without it being on the Celebrite extraction.
Okay. For the moment, Scott, can you...
Your Honor, we're going photo by photo as D1, D2, D3.
Why can't people just get divorced? Because they're greedy motherfuckers. That's why. It's ridiculous. Who cares if your 3 children lose their fathers at a very young age? I want money. It's unfortunate. It's very stupid. And then you get caught for it, and then you get nothing. You get 0. Nothing. You just ruin lives. That's all you did.
Let's do that. We'll come back to this. Is there... I'm sorry, counsel, my apologies. Will you approach briefly?
Dun 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 dun. Because I need that money to go on a $4,000 all-inclusive vacation in Bahamas. Yeah, and then we found out the guy that she was cheating with. He was a handyman, but it seemed like he didn't really have his financials in order. And she ends up kicking him out of her apartment that she had. And he was homeless for a little bit. Crazy. I wouldn't mind if my ex were dead, but I wouldn't kill him. I mean, I wouldn't mind either. Maybe they already are dead. Maybe they're already buried in the desert somewhere. Hi, Forky. How are you doing today?
Ms. Lauber, those 4 photographs, do you recall where you were or where you were traveling to and from when they were taken?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what?
They want to?
Can you see 3-7 on your screen?
Yes.
If we scroll down, I think is it 3 or 4 photographs, Scott? Can you scroll down? No, there's a whole bunch. There's 6 photographs.
I see 3 on mine.
Scroll up. There's 2 pages.
She didn't have her financials in order either. Well, I think she thought she could borrow till she died, okay? Deny till you die. Borrow till you... There's no way that runs with borrow. Borrow until you go into sorrow.
Just with 3
Okay,
each,
and
is
that
that
was
right?
total 6, yes.
Okay. And do you know where those photographs were taken?
In Nancy's car.
As you were driving from Heber to Provo Canyon? Or from Heber down through Provo Canyon to the Maverick and Draper?
Yes.
And do you see the time? Scott, if you can bring one up. Do you see the time
Oh, yes.
and day on
Yes, I do.
February the 11th, 2022, beginning at 5 p.m.?
Yes.
Is that an accurate date and time for those photographs?
Yes.
Your Honor, or actually, Scott, can I get 3-7 Delta 1? Is that one of please? Please? Depictions?
Yes.
Your Honor,
Wanna
the
forward
state
through this?
moves 3-7 Delta 1, Delta 2, and Delta 3 into evidence?
Yes, move it to evidence so we can see.
3-7, D1, D2, and D3 are admitted.
Can we publish, Scott, 3-7 D1? Is that you in the photograph?
Yes.
Who's the dog?
That is my silver lab Hemi.
Whose car are you in?
Nancy's.
And who's driving that car?
Nancy.
Hey, D2, please, Scott.
Hold on a second. She took selfies in the car while she was on her way for this drug deal? No way.
Is that you and Nancy Peterson?
Yes, it is.
Can I get D3, Scott? Another photograph of you and Nancy Peterson?
Yes, it is.
In Nancy Peterson's car,
Yes.
driving to meet up with Robert Crozier, the Draper Maverick, on February the 11th, 2022?
Yes.
Meeting, Your Honor.
They took selfies in the car. Meet up, photos, selfies. Why? You're so careful about deleting things off your phone and shit. Oh my lord.
He's already laid a foundation.
Y'all
Overruled.
funny.
On the way down, thanks, Scott. On the way down Provo Canyon to the Draper, did you text with Mr. Crozier?
She
Yes, I
loves her
did.
fake eyelashes.
What was the content of those texts?
Just how far out are you? How long is it going to take?
On the way down Provo Canyon, were you texting with Kouri Richins?
Yes.
What was the context of those texts?
Sorry it's taken long. I'm headed there now. I'll let you know when I leave the Maverick.
Did you end up meeting with Mr. Crozier at the Maverick?
Yes, I did.
What happened once you two met there?
He would text me and tell me what kind of vehicle he was in. I would tell him what I was in. He came up to the window. I gave him the money. He told me he'd be back like in 20-25 minutes. And then he left the Maverick.
So the money that you gave him was the $1,000 you got from that small Midway house?
Yes.
Did he ultimately return?
Yes, he came back.
Did he have anything with him when he returned?
Yes, he did.
What did he have with him?
He handed me a little clear baggie with some pills in it, little round pills.
Can you describe, please, the baggie?
Just a little clear baggie. Clear, like a plastic cup clear. You could see it through it.
Okay. Small, big, like
Just a small.
what small?
Kind of small, like, you know, if you buy a shirt and it has an extra button in it. That kind of size.
Gotcha. Did you see about how many pills were inside that baggie?
Hashtag female fentanyls. Ham, crazy thousands and thousands of money of overdraft. Yeah, she had over 200 overdraft transactions and it was over like $300,000. Fucking wild.
No, I didn't sit there and count them. It was 15 to 20 is what he told me.
I don't know
Did
how it
you-
was over
did you
300
observe
grand. Like, just crazy.
Just round.
Did you notice their color?
Kind of light green.
What did you do once he gave you the pills?
Left.
Left to where?
Back up through Provo Canyon, back up to my house in Heber.
On the way back to your home in Heber, did you exchange text messages with Kouri Richins?
Yes, I did.
What was the content of those messages?
I let her know that I had him. What did she want me to do with them? I really didn't want them with me at my house.
Did she tell you what she wanted you to do with those pills?
She responded back with, take him over to the Midway house, put him in a shed. There was 3 sheds on that property. I didn't feel comfortable leaving him in the shed out in the open. So I went to the fire pit and kind of dug a little hole and put the gravel back on top of it and then kind of turned a brick to the side to kind of cover it up.
Scott, can you bring up 8-13, please? Miss Lauber, do you recognize that photograph?
Yes.
What does it depict?
That is the house in Midway.
Is it the backyard of the house?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of that backyard?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves 813 into evidence.
No objection.
8-13 is admitted.
Scott, if you could zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Make my heart go. Boom, boom, boom.
Is that the shed that you just referenced?
Yes.
Is that the fire pit that you just?
Oh, it's no nice. Oh, did she take pictures of this? Oh my God, Carmen. I was like, wait, did crime scene go back and take pictures? But why is the fire firing right now?
Reference?
Yes, it is.
So you put the pills that Robert Crozier sold you, the Draper Maverick, in that fire pit?
Yes.
There's no fire at the time?
Not at the time, no. There was no fire.
Okay, no fire at the time. I was like, did it not melty?
I want to pause on the drug deals for a minute, okay? So we've got the Susan Kohler drug deal, the first Crozier drug deal, right? I'm going to pause. Scott, can you bring up 2-33, please? Can you split screen it with 2-34, please? Ms. Lauber, do you recognize those two documents?
Yes, I do.
What are they?
Letters from Kouri saying I did some community hours.
Did Kouri Richins give you those letters?
Yes, she did.
Are they accurate depictions of the letters that she handed you?
Yes, they are.
Your Honor, the state moves 233 and 234 into evidence.
No objection other than previous objection that is ongoing.
It's preserved by the record. It's been ruled upon. The court stands upon that ruling. Forgive me, the 2-33 and 2-34 are admitted.
Can we publish those, Scott, please, and split the screen? You mentioned, Ms. Lauber, that those are community service. Those are letters, I guess, evidencing, perhaps, community service.
Yes.
What's the
I'm so
genesis?
sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
Yeah, we just need you to speak a little louder.
What's the genesis of these letters? Why these letters?
I was late for a couple of groups, so I got sanctioned from drug court to do 10 hours of community service.
Okay. So groups, you mean group therapy sessions.
Yes.
And because you were late to court-ordered, they're court-ordered, aren't they?
Yes.
Because you were late to court-ordered group therapy sessions in drug court, am I right, the judge sanctioned you to community service?
Yes.
Then did you approach Kouri Richins about getting community service letters?
I had asked her if she knew anywhere I could get a letter with a head on it saying that I did some community hours.
Okay. Scott, maybe pick the one on the left and blow it up so that we can.
Sorry, I was
do it a
talking to
little bit
myself.
Easier. Thank you.
I'm sneezing up a storm over here and having nose allergy issues. Let me take a screen grab here, though. Sorry. Yeah, in the pretrial stuff, we actually covered this. Kouri, maybe as a quid pro quo, wrote this letter to the judge or whoever it is that needs to know that Carmen did community service. And I guess lied and said that, like, yeah, she was working on my ranch and did community service with us. Let's see, 12. Sorry, allergy season is rough when I stream because I have to pause a lot so you guys don't hear all the congestions happening in my nose. So sorry, guys.
Is the other one similar? Maybe you just flip it out. Yep. Ms. Lauber, did Kouri Richins hand you those letters?
Yes.
Did you perform that community service?
Absolutely not.
Have you ever stepped foot on a Circle R ranch?
No, I have not.
Did you submit those community service letters to the drug court in Wasatch County?
Yes, I did.
How'd that go?
Not too well. I ended up in jail for a day. and
Wow.
got more community hours.
Ms. Lauber, you were in drug court on a felony drug distribution charge, right?
Yes,
You just testified that you bought drugs for Kouri Richins,
yes,
which is more drug distribution, right?
yes.
And you just submitted a fake letter, 2 fake letters, to the drug court judge, right?
Yes.
Why on earth would you do that?
Well, I obviously didn't have time to do my community hours because I was reaching out to Robbie because they're in picking up pills.
But why would you try to put one over on the court at all?
In the early stages of addiction, when you're slowly getting clean, you still test the waters. You're not ready to surrender yet. You're not sure about how much you can get away with and what you can't get away with.
So at that point in time, did you think you could get away with more drug distribution and fake letters?
No, not get away with it.
Saltwater nasal flush? You mean like the kettle thing? That shit looks so fucking painful. I don't know if I can do that. I do have the sprays though, but they don't really help me. They don't really help me. Not too much. They help my husband a lot though, but for me, I'm trying to think what helps me. Humidifiers, I guess, because like dry.
Would you try?
Yes, I
booty.
did.
Have you since surrendered to drug court?
Absolutely.
Let's turn back to the drug deals. We've been through the first one with Ms. Kohler, and the second drug deal, but the first drug deal with Robert Crozier. Let's turn to the second drug deal with Robert Crozier, okay? You all right? Want to take a minute?
No.
Did there come a time when Kouri Richins again approached you for illicit drugs?
Yes.
If you want to take a minute, let me know.
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Do you recall about when that second time with Mr. Crozier was?
Still in favor. I'm not exactly sure of the date.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Would you just say whatever you just said again a little bit louder?
I said I'm not quite sure of the date.
When Kouri Richins approached you that second time involving Mr. Crozier, what did she ask for?
She said her investor needed something a little bit stronger. And I proceeded to tell her, like, it's not something you can just, when you're buying something off the street that's man-made, you just don't say, hey, this is what I want to order. I just told her you get what you get.
Wait, is East Europe? Is Germany not in East Europe? Oh, Germany's West Europe, right? What do you mean? Wait, I feel like everybody got allergies. Okay, no matter where you are. Okay, especially you have like nature and stuff like that. You gotta have allergies. What do you mean? Is she gonna be charged with anything? I mean, she's cooperating with the state, and she's got this very sweet agreement, so she would not be convicted.
Did there come a time when she asked you for the Michael Jackson stuff?
Ooh,
Yes.
Was that
Michael
this time?
Jackson stuff.
Yes.
What did you understand the Michael Jackson stuff to mean?
I actually wasn't sure. I had to Google it.
What the fuck is Michael Jackson stuff?
So you said there was ultimately this third buy from Robert Crozier. Did Kouri Richins give you the money up front for the third buy?
Yes, it was the Midway house still.
Was it the same way she...
Same little house in Midway.
Okay.
Back door.
Did you enter the back door of that little
Yes.
house in Midway?
Yes.
Did you get some money?
Yes.
Do you remember about how much?
About $1,000.
Was it cash?
Yes.
Was it cash the other time also?
Yes.
Once you got the $1,000 out of the small Midway house, what did you do?
I texted Robbie.
What did you say? What did you set up with Robbie over text?
Just saying, hey, does your friend still have any of those left? And then of course, it doesn't happen right then and there. I could text him, he'd say, I'll get back to you in a couple of days, I'll see what I can find out. So then when Robbie texted me back, I let Kouri know that I could get him, and then head back down, had Nancy take me once again down Provo Canyon to the Maverick on 126th.
Just like the time before.
Yes.
Like before, were you texting with Robert Crozier on the way down the canyon?
Yes.
And what was the content of those texts?
Same text. How much longer? How far out are you? Because he always had to find a ride as well.
Were you texting on the way down Provo Canyon with Kouri Richins?
Yes.
What was the content of those texts?
Same thing. Sorry it's taken long. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'll keep you posted.
When you arrived at the Maverick, were you still texting with both Robert Crozier and Kouri Richins?
Yes, I would text Robbie and tell him I'm here at the Maverick. How much farther out are you?
And what would you text?
I would text Corey, sorry he's taken longer than I thought.
And you deleted all of those texts?
Of course.
Did you ultimately meet up with Robert Crozier at the Draper that second time?
Yes.
What happened when you met up?
Same routine. He'd come up to the car, I'd give him the money, he'd leave again for 20, 25 minutes, then he'd come back. And then he'd give me the little clear baggie with pills in it, and then we'd go our separate ways.
Can you please describe the baggie?
Clear little baggie. Just a small little clear baggie. As if you were putting an extra button in it.
Same as last
Shirt.
time?
Yes.
Do you recall about how many pills?
15 to 20. I never stopped and counted them, but that's what he told me was in the baggie.
Were they round again?
Yes.
What color were they?
A lighter blue?
The other one was green, light green.
Once you received the pills from Robert Crozier, what did you do?
Text Corey and told her I was headed back at Provo Canyon. And sorry it was getting late, so what did she want me to do with them?
Okay. Did you text with Kouri Richins on your way back up Provo Canyon to Heber?
Yes.
When you got back up to Heber, what did you do?
I went to my house in Heber.
Did you still have the pills with you?
Yes.
What ultimately did you do with the pills?
Well, it was Nancy that drove me, so I had taken her to my house. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm getting confused. Hold on a sec.
Take a minute.
This is a lot. Hold on. Okay, sorry. You can repeat the question.
So, sure. The second buy from Robert Crozier, you went back up Provo Canyon to your house in Heber. Nancy Peterson was driving, right?
Yeah.
And you had the pills with you when you arrived back at your home in Heber. And the question is, what did you do with the pills?
I had them with me.
Did you hold on to them?
And you know, it would make sense how emotional she's getting because we were getting closer and closer with Eric's death, and she was holding on to the pills that could have caused Eric's death.
Yes, I did.
For how long?
I had given Nancy a couple for taking me because that was her drug of choice at the time. Not very long.
What did you do with them?
I reached out to Corey and asked her what she wanted me to do with them because I didn't like having them on me.
What did she respond?
That she would come pick them up.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Where did she pick them up?
In my house, in Heber, in my driveway.
See the facial reaction? Kouri has been straight-faced this entire time, through the 911 call, through the body cam, through the opening statements, through the family testimony, and this is Corey's face. Oh, we're getting lots of facial reactions from Kouri, and probably more. I wish we had dual cameras in here. Corey's like, say what now? Let me lean in a little bit more. Let me listen on this a little bit more.
I reached out to Corey and asked her what she wanted me to do with them because I didn't like having them on me.
What did she respond?
That she would come pick them up.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Where did she pick them up?
In my house, in Heber, in my driveway. She picked them up in my house, in my driveway, in Heber.
All right, let me see if I can get that.
In Heber, in my driveway.
It was a look of like disbelief. Well, I can capture. I think it went too fast.
In my house in Heber, in my driveway.
Boop. Nope. Too late.
Ms. Lauber, I need you to speak up.
She picked him up in my house in my driveway in Heber.
Okay, so we've been through the first purchase from Susan Kohler, and the first purchase from Robert Crozier, the second purchase from Robert Crozier.
Yes.
And that second purchase was the end of February?
Yes.
Before Eric Richins' death, did you buy any other drugs from Robert Crozier?
Yes.
Before Eric Richins' death?
Oh, no. They were just... Wait, now you confused me. Can you ask me again?
Ms. Lauber, my apologies. Pause for 1 second. Hold that mic a little closer to you. We're having trouble hearing you. If you would re-ask that question, Mr. Bloodworth, please.
Yes. You testified about 2 drug buys from Robert Crozier, right?
Yes.
Other than those 2 drug buys, before Eric Richins' death, did you ever buy drugs from Robert Crozier before?
Have I ever bought any from him?
Do you remember when Eric Richins died?
Early March?
Before Eric died, how many times did you buy drugs from Robert Crozier?
Twice.
Any more than twice before Eric died?
No,
those
just
2
the
times.
twice.
Before Eric died, have you ever been, other than those 2 times, to the Maverick and Drake?
No.
You just said Eric died in early March, right?
Yes.
Do you recall when you learned that Eric died?
It was one of Doreen's employees that had told me that Eric had passed away.
And do you recall how soon after Eric's death she told you that?
It was a day or 2 after.
Did you ever speak with Kouri Richins about Eric's death?
Yes, I did.
When?
A couple days after.
Where were you when you spoke with Kouri Richins the first time about Eric's death?
I was with my friend Nick, and we were on our way to do a UA for drug court.
Is Nick Bond Savage?
Yes, it is.
And the UA again is at your house.
Yes, it is.
So you and Nick were together. Were you on a way? Were you driving to the UA?
Yes.
When you had that conversation with Kouri Richins about Eric's death, were you on speakerphone?
Yes.
Could Nick hear the conversation?
Yes.
Did you ask Kouri Richins about Eric's death?
Yes, I did.
What did you ask her?
I said, please tell me these pills were not for him.
Did she respond?
She did.
How did she respond?
She said, no, they were not. Eric passed away from a brain aneurysm.
Why would she be so short just a few days after the death?
Did there come a time after that conversation where you asked whether Eric died from those pills? When you asked Kouri Richins whether Eric died from those pills? Did there come a time after that conversation when Kouri Richins again asked you to purchase drugs from her?
Yes.
How did she ask?
She asked me if I still had the hookup or my friend.
What?
Scott, can I get 2-44?
Oh, we heard about this in the state's opening statement. After Eric died, she hit her up, asked for the hookup. Wait, I think it was in state's opening. What was she doing with these drugs? Was she slinging drugs too? Okay, Kaylin says, so far he's died of a fungal infection, a brain aneurysm, and gummies. That's what we got. Yeah, fungal infection in the lungs.
If you look down that column labeled description, Ms. Lauber, do you recognize that as a text exchange between you and Kouri Richins?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Is this an accurate text exchange?
Oh, we have a
An
text
accurate
exchange?
depiction of the text exchange?
Yes, it is.
And did it occur on March the 7th, or sorry, March the 6th and into the 7th, 2022?
Yes, it is.
Does it accurately show the type of message and whether it's an incoming message or an outgoing message?
Yes, it does.
Does it actually accurately show the sending party, the from party, and the receiving party, the to party?
Yes.
Can we see it, please?
Your Honor, State moves 2-44 into evidence.
Objection, Your Honor. The Celebrite extraction has not been admitted into evidence, and she cannot identify the Celebrite extraction where it came from.
Please.
So another Cellbrite thing again. They raised that issue earlier. Do 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 boom 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 boom. There's a long ass sidebar. Oh my goodness! Thank God we are in the past. Oh man. Bum 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 bum. Oh, she looks really upset. Dun 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 dun.
I apologize for that. Please.
Eric's dad is back there.
I apologize for that. Please rise. Stretch your legs.
All right, guys, please rise and stretch your leggies. Mr. Mustache,
Take a break.
Monsoon Mustache, was he back there? Oh, God, my back hurts so much from sitting on these court days. This is why I need to get up. Oh, Shiro, hello, baby.
Everybody have a seat. Carmen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go wait in the lobby, okay? Just for a moment. I need to have a conversation about some legal issues. I need to make sure that that conversation does not pollute or affect your memory in any way. Mr. Moffat, you can't counsel her regarding her testimony during the break. Understood, sir. Thank you.
Home Depot, that's how.
Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, if you would please, however the form of it you wanted to admit, publish to the jury and admit it as an exhibit, would you put that form on the screen? So we're all talking about the same thing at the same time.
Your Honor, it is there now.
Okay, so it's the zoom in that we're currently looking at, rows 1 through 5.
All right, we can back it out so you can see the whole form.
Is
Ooh,
this
do
the
a
page?
calf
Is it one
stretch right
page?
now.
It's two pages.
So it did say Celebrite. I thought it did.
Please pause.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You want to, I'm sorry, I don't have control yet. State's Exhibit 2-44 is a 2-page exhibit that says Cellbrite Extraction Report at the top, correct?
Correct.
And you'd like to admit this 2-page extraction report through this witness, not just the content of the text messages and the metadata regarding to, from, whatever.
Your Honor, the state wants to admit the
I didn't find anything about them not having court tomorrow.
content. Now, I can see the
I went on Nate Eaton's tweets. I didn't see it.
244 at the top is labeled
Where'd
with
you hear that?
Celebrite's branding. You know, if we were to, for example, redact the labeling, that's fine. But the content,
The distinction, I apologize for interrupting you, so I can just provide a little more context for my question. The distinction I'm drawing is the previous photographs, we admitted just the photographs,
Yes.
not the report from which the photographs were derived.
correct.
Here, it seems we're doing something, the state is proposing to do something different. That is, admit the report, not just the content. That is the photographs in my analogy.
That is correct, but the state proceeded to just admit the thumbnails as photographs simply to keep things moving along, not because the state thinks that the report is inadmissible. The state just didn't want to bog down in this discussion.
May we do the same now, understanding that the state's ultimately, as I understand your position at sidebar, going to be, we have another witness that's going to get this report and many others in.
Yes, Your Honor. That is why I think the way we can do that is to just redact the heading. Otherwise, and that leaves us with nothing but content without identifying the source of the content. But Ms. Lauber has already authenticated the content itself.
Ms. Lewis, if you put your position on the record.
On the record, Your Honor, this is a
Look at
Celebrite
Shiro.
report that has not been admitted. We don't have testimony as to how it was extracted. We don't have testimony as to what it is, and it's not authenticated. That can come in through a later witness. I agree. That witness probably should have been called first, but was not. You're right that now we're doing something different than we did on the prior report. And I don't think just extracting celebrate, the word celebrate solves the problem. You ruled from the bench just a minute ago that this could be used as an impeachment document.
I did not. I said specifically you cannot use it if it's not admissible because there's no foundation for it.
Well, then we discussed it further, and you said go ahead and show it to her and ask her if she remembers it, and then the text.
That was not in the context of impeachment. That was in the context of the Mr. Bloodworth and his direct using it to refresh a recollection of a witness who may not specifically recall the content.
I misspoke. That's what I meant. To use it to refresh her recollection. And you ruled that that would be appropriate. Well, then Mr. Bloodworth attempted to change your ruling, which happens a lot, which is what
Don't do
gets
that.
me.
Please stay
Well, that's what
focused.
gets me frustrated.
Please stay focused.
You ruled. I think your ruling was appropriate.
He announced it. Okay, let me see. Maybe he did. Maybe it was announced somewhere else, not in his tweet.
That it can be used to refresh your recollection. Discuss this. You ruled, and I think your ruling should stand.
You understand that this will limit your use of this document in impeachment.
I think I could find out actually if I go on the court's website. I have to pay like $1 though to view to view the documents that are uploaded on this case.
That's fine.
Okay. Lawyer, any further record?
Yes, Your Honor. To use the photograph analogy, it doesn't matter who took the photograph. If somebody was there to observe the content of the photograph, they can impeach it, or they can authenticate it. That is what we have here. Carmen Lauber was a participant in this text message exchange. She can authenticate it. And that is the only substance in this report. She has authenticated 100% of the substance of this report.
Are you comfortable presenting it to her as, this is a document? Does this document match your recollection of text messages you had with this person on this day?
Your Honor, not only am I comfortable with it, that is precisely what I did when I had her authenticated.
Okay.
And how it was extracted doesn't matter. That is when you don't have a witness who was present to authenticate it.
I understand.
Okay.
I hear you saying if you had a screen grab of text of bubbles from a phone and her testimony was the same, like, I remember this,
Yes.
I remember this exchange on this day at this time, you would seek to admit the bubble as a document that she laid foundation for.
Correct. Regardless of who took the screenshot of the bubbles. Right here, Celebrate took the screenshot of the bubbles. Doesn't matter.
I understand this.
So what they're trying to fight about are these text messages, and there were Celebrate extractions. So I think Miss Lewis is probably saying like, oh well, whoever did the extraction should be the one that introduces this in. But he's saying like, well, these messages came from her, so, or I think from her, or she was a participant, or she saw them. So let it come in through her.
State's position. Ms. Lewis, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So the defense has a thought-provoking argument that including all the stuff in the header gives this document some imprimatur of technical proficiency or additional weight regarding which this witness has not laid foundation. So State's Exhibit 2-44, just the table, not anything from that blue line in the header or above, Scott.
Just the table?
Through this witness. Yeah, show me page 2, Scott.
Is the table even
Mr.
useful?
Bloodworth, any further record regarding the court's ruling?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis. We didn't, 3-7 by itself didn't come in. It was D1, D2, D3 only. Yeah, but those photographs I don't think had.
Nothing further.
Did they? No, yeah. Okay, so we have, I'm really just talking to Scott at the moment. It's going to stay this way, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And can you, the state, at some point before tomorrow morning, print this version of 2-44? Understanding this may be mooted through Mr. Cotradimos at some point, but
Yeah, let's do that, Your Honor. Let's label this 2-44 Romeo R
okay,
to denote it as a redacted version of 244.
got it. Okay, Brittany, do you need anything else for the record? All right, what I would like to do, counsel, is complete the, well, you know, want to take a restroom break now, and then we'll just go directly from direct into cross. Ms. Lewis, any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, listen, nobody can talk to Ms. Lauber out in the lobby, please. No appearances of contact with Ms. Lauber. Let's take a break until 2:10. Thank you. Court's
All
in
right, I'm going to take a mini break, and we'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll continue with Carmen Lauber's testimony. All right. I like how technologically progressive the judge is. Thank you. Hi, Judge. We're just talking just about you. All right. I gotta make sure I hydrate. Oh, my lips are dry. All right, nice little short break, and we are caught up.
Mr. Bloodworth, oh, Ms. Lauber, you are still under oath. I understand that.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, please proceed. We have 2-44R queued up. Would you like to publish that to the jury?
Yes.
Okay. You hesitated. We don't have to do that. Did you want to go somewhere else first?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ms.
Oh, that's so thoughtful of Your Honor. He's like, wait a second, you hesitated. We don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Lewis, any further record on this?
Nothing more for the record, no.
Understood. Let's publish 244 now. 244R, my apologies.
Judge Mrazek reminds me of Judge Kranick in the Boone trial. Like, they're just so thoughtful. I don't know. Thoughtful, patient, and, you know, they know how to keep an orderly court.
Ms. Lauber, you just testified that you recognized
Oh, this is fine. We don't need the text bubbles. This is fine. I was like, they're going to show the tables, but is the table going to show anything? But it's fine. It has everything in there.
text exchange between you and Kouri Richins beginning on the 6th of March, continuing on to the 7th of March. Is this that text message exchange?
Yes, it is.
Now, Ms. Lauber, you had testified that Kouri Richins had asked you if you still had your hookup. Is that right?
Wait, hold on a second. I want to read the message to you guys. I thought I was going to read it. I'll read it to you guys. This is from Kouri. Thanks, Carmen. Love you, friend. Wait, where is 362217? It goes down this way, right? Okay. Coming in from Kouri. Thanks, Carmen. Love you, friend. Carmen texts back. Seriously, if you need me for anything, call me. Corey's like, still have your hookup? Carmen's like, yes, what the fuck? You're dealing with enough shit to worry. Kouri writes back, I know. Actually, I need something to get my mind. Drugs.
Continuing on.
Yes, it is.
I need drugs.
Testified that Kouri Richins had asked you if you still had your hookup. Is that right?
Yes.
And is that the text message where Ms. Richins asked you if you still had your hookup?
Yes, it is.
And when you received that text message from Kouri Richins, what did you do?
I messaged back to her, text back.
And did you ultimately arrange to buy illicit drugs from Mr. Crozier the third time?
Yes.
Dude.
After that, do you still have your hookup text exchange? Did you speak with Kouri Richins?
Yes, I did.
And what was that, about a drug buy? What was that conversation about?
That I could reach out to Robbie again.
Welcome back. Thank you.
Well, how did Kouri Richins respond?
Okay. Same routine.
Same routine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do we know the court's going to testify? It's way too early for that, but I hope so. I hope so.
did Kouri Richins then provide you with money to buy drugs?
Yes.
How so?
In the house to midway.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Wait.
hear you.
Sorry, what?
Did Kouri Richins give you money to buy drugs that last time from Mr. Crozier, right? I'm talking about the third drug buy from Mr. Crozier now, after Eric's dead.
Oh, no. She gave me she told me that the investor will leave money under her doormat at her house.
The investor would leave money under the doormat of her house for you to buy drugs.
Yes, in Camas. Her
Okay.
house in Camas.
So, did you go to her house and pick up that money?
Yes, I was with Nick. Nick drove me.
Okay, is this the same Nick Bonsavage
Yes.
that was in the car when you asked her whether the
Yes.
pills caused Eric's death?
Yes.
So Nick drove you from where?
Nick picked me up in my house in Heber, and then we headed to the backside of Jordanelle to the house in Camas.
Kouri Richins' house in Canada.
Yes, Corey and Eric's house in Camas.
Corey and
Did you
Eric's
check
house.
under the mat at the front door for the money?
Yes, I went to the door, looked up at Matt. There was nothing there. So I kind of looked at Nick and kind of shrugged my shoulders and ran around to the back door to see if there was anything under the mat there. There was nothing there. So I ran back to the front. And I kind of threw my hands in the air to Nick, like, what do I do? And I went up and rang the doorbell. It took Corey a minute to get to the door. She answered it. She told me to come inside. I told her the money wasn't there. I gave her a hug and asked how she was doing. And then I told her the money wasn't there. And then she asked if she could write me a check. And then she went over to her kitchen counter and grabbed.
I guess at this point she was brazen enough to have it all tracked. Jeez.
Kind of a book about so big and wrote me a check.
Wait, hold on a second. Did she give a check earlier to? No, it was $1,000 cash. Okay. Oh man.
Did
Hilarious.
she hand you the check?
Yes.
Scott, can we bring up 5-31 for the witness, please? And it's 3 pages. If you could slowly scroll through so she can view all 3 pages, please. Ms. Lauber, do you recognize those 3 pages?
Yes, I do.
Do they depict the front of the check, the back of the check, and a deposit slip for the check?
Yes.
Are they authentic depictions?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves 531 into evidence.
No objection.
States 5-31 is admitted. Published.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's zoom in on the check, please. Ms. Lauber, is that the check that Kouri Richins wrote you that morning?
Yes, it is.
In the memo section, do you see where it says construction, clean, midway?
Yes, I do.
Did Kouri Richins owe you any money for any cleaning?
No, she did not.
Did she owe you any money for any construction cleaning?
No, she did not.
Did she owe you any money related to Midway?
No, she did not.
Did she owe you any money that would make construction clean Midway memo make sense?
No, I never cleaned a house ever in my life for $1,300.
Okay. Let's go to second page, please, Scott. Is that the back of the check?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Third place. Third page, please. Okay. Do you recognize that as a deposit slip where you deposited a portion of that check and took out cash for the other?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Please explain how this came about.
I had to go to the bank and cash the check. I was in the negative, so they had me deposit some to clear up my negative balance. And then they gave me the remaining balance of $1,000.
Okay, when did you go to the bank in relation to picking up the check?
The day of.
So you picked up the check,
Yeah, that morning,
did you go
yes.
straight to the bank?
Yes, I did.
And who drove you there?
Nick.
Okay. Do you see where the date says March 9th, 2022?
Yes, I do.
Is that the date that you picked up the check, went straight to the bank and deposited it?
Yes.
Deposited 300 of it and took out 1,000 in cash? Does that
Yes, I
sound right?
did. Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Scott. Once you deposited a portion of the check at the bank, cashed the remainder, what did you do next?
Nick and I drove down Provo Canyon.
Oh, let me take a screenshot of this one. America First Credit Union. I forget.
Deposited 300 of it and took out 1,000 in cash? Does that
Yes, I
sound right?
did. Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Scott. Once you deposited a portion of the check at the bank, cashed the remainder, what did you do next?
Nick and I drove down Provo Canyon, touching bases with Robbie. He said it was taking longer than he thought, so Nick and I went out to a bunch of...
I wonder if Kouri wrote the check for $1,300 because she didn't have any money. So I wonder if she wrote the check and then it like withdrew and then she ended up having like a negative balance or something.
a couple of thrift stores
Where did you go to thrift stores?
in Orem County.
And you said you were texting with Robbie Crozier as you were driving again down through Provo Canyon and as you were in Orem
Same
County?
routine.
Same routine.
Yes.
Were you also texting with Kouri Richins?
Yes, I was.
Did, like before, you meet up with Robert Crozier at that same Maverick and Draper?
Same Maverick off 126, yes.
What happened when you met up with him?
Same routine, but a little bit different. We waited there for a minute. He left for 20 minutes, came back, and said he couldn't get his friend to answer the door if we wanted to follow him. So we followed him down the road to a couple of townhouses or duplexes. I didn't go to the door with him. We parked down the street where we could see what complex he walked into. And then we waited there about 20 minutes to a half hour. And I kept texting him, like, hey, this is taking too long. It's too late. I don't like sitting out here. Just wrap it up. Let's go. And then he texts back. He's like, no, I got my friend. He was asleep. I finally woke him up.
Okay, had you already given Robert Crozier money before he went into the townhouse?
Yes,
How much?
the 1,000. Well, no, it was only 900 because Nick got 3. I put 3 in my checking, my bank account, and Nick got 3, and then he got the remaining balance.
You know that math does not add up.
Sorry, hold on. I put 3 in my account. Nick got 3, so Robbie got the remaining balance.
You got the rest.
Yes,
Can we call that 700?
yes,
Okay.
yes. Sorry, I had count on my fingers. I'm like, yes.
When Robert Crozier came back out of the townhouse, did he have anything with him?
Yes, he did.
What did he have with him?
A clear little baggie with 15 to 20 pills in it.
Same kind of clear little baggie as before?
Yes,
Were the pills round?
yes,
Is it clear?
with 15 to 20 pills in it.
Oh,
Same
15,
kind
20.
of clear little baggie as before?
Yes,
Oh, clear baggie.
Were the pills round,
yes,
just like before?
yes.
What was the color?
A little darker blue.
Darker blue. Changing up colors. It was light green, then light blue,
What did
dark
you
blue.
do once you received the pills from Robert Crozier?
Left.
Where did you go?
Back up Provo Canyon. Nick had dropped me off. It was late. So Nick had dropped me off. Nick went home. I went into my house. Texted Kouri. Told her I have him. What does she want me to do with him? And then same routine back to the Midway house.
Did you text with Kouri Richins back up through the Provo Canyon
Yes.
towards Heber?
Yes.
And then you ultimately left those pills at the Midway house?
Yes. In the closet. On the right above. Like, you walk in the kitchen and there was a door. Put on top of the closet.
Is that
Hey,
the same
Pato.
closet where you previously gotten money from?
Yes.
After that, did you ever have any additional drug deals with Robert Crozier?
No, I did not.
Have you ever been back to that Maverick in Draper?
No, I have not.
So am I right that the only 3 times you dealt drugs with Crozier were the 3 that you just testified?
Yes.
And the only 3 times you've been at that Draper Maverick were the 3 times to which you just testified?
Yes.
Did Mr. Crozier continue to hit you up for more drug deals?
Later on, he did. He said that his buddy had some more, and if my friend needed any more.
When he told you that, what did you do?
I reached out to Kouri and told her, hey, my friend said that his buddy has more if your friend needed anything.
How did Kouri Richins respond?
She said no, her investor had left town.
Thank you, ma'am. I do not have any further questions for you at the moment, but I'm sure defense counsel will, okay?
Okay.
Cross-examination. All right, so what did the jury hear? Kouri got these pills from Carmen, who got it from Mr. Crozier, or Susan Kohler too, right? But Susan Kohler one, I wonder if she actually did get those pain pills for a client, or was she taking them, or what happened to those pain pills? All right, cross-examination. What do we think so far of the housekeeper's testimony? What do we think? I'll do a little poll, I guess.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lauber. I'm going to turn on my mic. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Lauber.
Good afternoon.
My name is Wendy Lewis. I am one of Ms. Richins' attorneys. I'm going to hand you some binders. We're going to go old school here.
Oh my gosh.
These are
What the fuck? Why would you approach the witness with that big ass binder? Look, that's like, how many, what is that, 5 inches, 4 inches, 3-inch ring? That's a big ass binder. Not only is there one, it looks like there's 2, maybe even 3. It's like a stack of them. Carmen's like, no. Her body language is like dodging right now. She does not want to deal with these binders. No. All right, guys, I'm going to put a poll up. I want to know what you guys think.
okay.
You can put it over here.
I'm going to ask you to refer to these as we talk. These are the transcripts of the
What the fuck? We got 3 binders up in here.
interviews that you did in April and May of 2023. All right? And just
What
to help
witness
you out
number
here,
is this?
Take a look. Here's the first 2 interviews.
The fuck you want her to look
Tabbed
at?
here, interview 1 with the date, interview 2. All right?
Okay.
This is interview, we've got the dates, March 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
This is separate. This is the interview from March 10th. So we
Okay.
just set that aside so we get to that. And then your last 2 interviews, 13th and 14th, are right here.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to be referring to that.
Okay.
That's a lot.
You want her to keep it up there? Dude, Kouri looks pissed. Kouri looks pissed.
All right. So according to your testimony that you just gave, when you were arrested in April of 2023, between April of 23 and May of 23, you had 7 interviews with, it was Detective O'Driscoll and Detective Maynard, and then there were some other people too, but those were the 2 main ones, correct?
Yes.
All right. So since that time, since the last interview that we have a transcript of, May 13th, 2023, how many times have you met with, we're going one at a time, how many times have you met with Detective O'Driscoll?
While I was incarcerated?
No, after you got out.
After? There was a couple of times.
Couple. Okay.
Yes.
So,
I mean, I'm not sure on the numbers. It was a while back.
in what circumstances did you meet with him?
They would come and they would check on my ankle monitor when I was on my ankle monitor. Sometimes I wasn't charging. Sometimes they'd swing by and ask me a couple questions.
Questions about the case?
Just about my part.
Okay. So about the things you're testifying about?
Yes.
All right. And you say they. Was that Detective O'Driscoll and Detective Maynard together?
Yes.
Did you always meet with them together, or did you sometimes meet with them separately?
No, they were always together.
Always together. And so they came to your house a couple. What, does a couple mean 2, or does a couple mean 5? Does a couple mean, what does that mean to you?
We can go out on limb and say maybe 3 or 4 times.
3 to 4 times. And they would talk to you about your testimony during those visits sometimes?
Not with my testimony. They'd ask, the question came up like, okay, where was you at this time? Stuff like that.
Okay. Do you know if they recorded any of those conversations with you?
I do believe so. I'm not 100% sure.
You think they were recorded?
I'm not 100% sure.
All right. Did they call you on the telephone after you were released?
No, I kept in touch with them, with Ankle Monitor.
So you called them on the telephone?
No.
Oh,
I was just being tracked by Ankle Monitor with them.
All right. They drive you places?
They did when I was in jail. They
Right.
drove me sometimes up to this courthouse.
And, okay. And after you were out, did they drive you to Wasatch County Courthouse?
They did a couple of times when reporters were there.
All right. When you were in the car, did they have conversations with you?
No.
All right. What other people from Summit County Sheriff's Office, if any, besides Detective Maynard and Detective O'Driscoll did you talk to?
Were there detectives?
Yes. Were there any others?
No.
All right. Have you met with the prosecutors in this case, either Mr. Bloodworth or anyone else?
Yes, I have.
How many times?
There was an initial meeting when this case first came up here with Bloodworth, and then a couple times over the last couple weeks.
So when you met with them over the last couple of weeks, was that to go over your testimony?
Yes.
Did they practice your testimony with you in those meetings?
They kind of prepared me for what kind of, I don't know what the word I'm thinking of. They kind of prepared me a little bit of it.
Did they review your answers with you?
Pause for 1 second, Ms. Lewis. I apologize for the interruption. Pull the mic a little bit to your left. Yeah, you move the wires again.
Okay.
There you go. Now pull the mic more in front of you.
Yeah.
Let's try that. I'm sorry, if you asked your
Sorry, go
last
ahead.
question one more time.
Did they review your answers with you?
Yes.
All right. So they reviewed with you when the drug buys happened, correct?
They would ask me the questions and I would answer.
Did they correct you if they thought you were, if they thought your answer was wrong?
Not really, no.
All right. Did they practice cross-examination with you?
Yes.
So they did we call it a mock cross. Someone pretended to cross-examine you, is that fair?
Yeah, they kind of just brought up how you were going to bring up my past, how I was going to feel.
Okay. That's all?
Yes.
Okay. Did they tell you how to answer the questions that I might be asking you?
No.
They can give you any advice on how to answer the questions.
No.
Did they help you put the pieces together so you would remember what to testify to?
Actually, I'm the one that's asked, like, if I needed to know Robbie, I put in my phone, like, obviously it says Kouri Richins, Robbie, Nicole's friend, just stuff like that.
Wait a minute, I don't know if I understood your answer to my question. So my question was, did they help put the pieces together for you for your testimony, and what was your answer?
I said I'm the one that asked for pictures and stuff like that.
So you asked them to help put the pieces together for you.
I don't know if it was actually helping me put the pieces together, kind of refresh my memory a little bit. It happened a long time ago.
That's true. This happened almost 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And your original interviews with detectives was almost 3 years ago.
Yes.
All right, we're going to get back to that. Who else have you spoken to about your testimony in this case?
Nobody.
Well, now,
When I was in jail, when I was
okay,
incarcerated,
and Jill, who did you speak to about that you were going to be cooperating?
there was O'Driscoll, Maynard, and I can't remember the lady that came from the feds, but I didn't really talk to her.
That would be Ms. Whistler.
I cannot remember her
Okay,
name.
we'll get back to that too. Would you talk to Nick Bond Savage that you were cooperating in this case during the time you were in jail?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Okay, so you told your best friend that you were cooperating.
Yes.
And you told your best friend, man, I don't even remember what happened. You got to help me out here, right?
Just in the part where, in the car, yes.
Okay. Because Nick was with you one of the times you met Robbie Crozier.
Yes.
And you had Nick help you remember that because you did not remember that. Specifically, you did not remember the dates, right?
I don't remember the dates exactly, no.
Okay. Today you remember the dates
Well, yeah.
because they were told to you.
But no, the more you think about it, the more it pops up.
Okay. All right. So the dates you couldn't remember 3 years ago, you thought you remember them now.
Yes.
All right. We'll get back to that. Ms. Crozier, do you have mental health diagnoses?
Do I what?
Any mental health diagnoses?
No.
You're not diagnosed with any mental health problems?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
What about anxiety?
Yeah.
You take medication for that?
Not so much anymore, no.
Okay. Are you on any medications today?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about drug court. So in 2021, you were given the opportunity to participate in the Wasatch County Drug Court.
Yes.
All right. And that is an opportunity, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And when you were allowed to go to drug court, you had been arrested for a number of felonies.
Yes.
It was, oh, let me grab some
Why did we get the
papers.
mental health issue thing? I thought we were going to go somewhere with that. I mean, anxiety,
I mean, you were arrested for how many first-degree felonies?
Look at Kouri. Oh man, I haven't seen Kouri this animated throughout the entire trial. It's not even that much animated, but she's like very like honed in on this. Laser focus, locked in.
I'm not sure.
All right, well, then give me a moment to find it. Here we go. Okay. 2 first-degree felonies, possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance. Is that right?
Yes.
A third-degree felony, possession or use of a controlled substance.
Yes.
Right. And then a number of misdemeanors that all dealt with possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia, or driving under the influence.
Yes. Is that 2019?
Yes.
Yes, that was me and my exes. Yes.
All right. And that was the case that you were allowed to go to drug court on.
Yes.
All right. So you talked about this a little bit. I just want to make sure everybody understands. And when you go to drug court, you get what is typically what you do is you get a plea in abeyance, right?
Yes.
So that means you plead guilty to all or some of the counts that you're charged with, correct?
Yes.
And then it's held. The court holds that plea. They don't put it on your record yet, right?
Correct.
And then if you successfully complete drug court, those will be dismissed. Correct?
Yes.
All right. So, and right now, I mean, you haven't been, we're going to talk more about this, but you haven't successfully finished drug court yet. True?
Yes, it's on pause.
Okay. But it sounds like you're doing really well.
Yes.
And you're clean.
Yes.
And congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I know you had a very difficult time for a very long time.
Yes.
And drug court's really hard, right?
It is, yes.
I mean, I was an attorney
They
in drug
expect a
court.
lot in the beginning.
And I was an attorney in drug court, so I have some familiarity. But you're expected to do a lot.
A lot, yeah.
You're expected to go to treatment. True.
Oh, yes, sorry. I thought you were going to continue. Sorry. Yes.
Sorry, I'll try to do better. You're expected, you get very regular UAs to make sure that you're clean.
Every day you call in, yes.
And then, so it's random. You call in every day. And
Yes,
then,
it's a random color number depending what phase you were in.
all right. And there's, how many phases are there
5.
at Wasatch Drug Court? 5.
Yes.
All right. And so treatment, drug testing, do you have to work?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to be employed. You have to show up every week at first.
Yes, for your groups. So you had not only did you have one-on-one therapy, you also had attended groups Monday through Friday, depending what phase you were in as well. So you had 5 groups.
Okay.
You had therapy twice, 2 or 3 times a week with your one-on-one, depending what phase you were in.
All right. And you started your drug court program in 2021.
9 of 2021, I believe.
You think it was September?
Yeah, I do believe.
Well, let's take a look.
Or maybe that was my initial evaluation.
I think you might be right. Let's just. Okay. Sure, it looks like September of 2021. Now, is it fair to say that between September of 2021 and when you were arrested, which we're going to talk about, you talked a little bit with Mr. Bloodworth, in April
April 26th or 22nd for that?
not quite.
I mean the date.
April
The date.
2023.
Yeah, 23.
You were arrested. You're right. I think it was April 26th or 7th.
That's what it was, yeah. Yes.
Okay. You were struggling in drug court, fair to say?
In the beginning, yes.
Well, that whole time, until you were from September of 21 until your arrest in April 23, you were struggling.
Not the whole time, no.
All right, let's take a look at that. So, do you recall that? Well, let me show you. I'm going to show you a document. Might be easier. Katie, do we have, it's Defense Exhibit 1007. Can you pull it up on the screen just for
Man, I actually thought it would be a lot more fiery than this. Maybe we're getting there. Okay, just gotta be patient.
Ms. Lauber?
We just coasting right now, you know. We chilling.
And I don't think it has page numbers, but we can go by dates. So maybe pull it up starting from 9/22/21 for her to look at. Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, I'm like, I
All
barely
right,
see that.
so let's look at, so each time you go to drug court, there's a little note entered in what we call the docket of the case,
Yeah.
right? About what happened in court that day.
Yes, it's the
Okay.
drug court team members' notes.
Understood. So you started drug court September 15th, September 22nd, you missed your group therapy and your individual therapy. I mean, that's what came up at drug court. You were missing treatment,
Yeah.
which is, in drug court, that's a problem, right? You're supposed to go to all your treatments.
Dude, they got the receipts for everything.
Can you see that there?
Yes.
Okay. And you had to pay a $40 fee, or you had to pay for your mistreatment?
Yes, that's still in the beginning of when I entered drug court, yes.
Correct. So that'd be a sanction that you had to pay for that.
No, if you missed it, they considered that wasted the therapist's time when somebody else could have took that spot.
All right, well, that's fair.
It was not a sanction, no.
Okay, so the next month, October 20th of 2021, a little lower on that page, you failed to appear at drug court.
We're in 2021 before Eric. No, it's after Eric died,
I don't recall that one, but yes.
Is that what it says on the docket?
Yes.
right?
And they issued a warrant.
Yes.
The next week,
Or, or
October
2022.
27th?
22.
you tested positive for benzos.
For some reason, I just cannot remember the year for this case. In 2022. Okay.
Well, I'm going to rephrase that. You actually tested positive on October 10th, October 6th, October 8th, but it was at the 27th drug court hearing that those problems were addressed. That would be a more accurate statement of what happened, right?
Yes, once again, still in the beginning of drug court.
That's right. And benzos would be drugs, I don't know, well, you tell me, do you know what benzos you were taking?
That was my Valium, I believe.
Valium, all right. And you were sanctioned, it says.
Yes.
All right. Now, you continued and through November to miss therapy, true? Look at November 3rd. It's okay. Take your time. Do you see it?
I know you guys are moving them all over, so.
Would you ask the question again, Ms. Lewis?
I mean, I understand the question, but you're moving the paper like back and forth, or whoever it is.
Can you see the note from November 3rd, drug court?
I see 11/10 of 21. Okay, there you go.
Your Honor, I don't know if it'd be all right, but this might be faster if I could point it out to her. Would it be all right if I stood closer to the witness?
Of course.
Thank you. All right, let's see.
Ms. Lauber, just remember, when you answer the question, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
All right, November 3rd, drug court, you missed therapy and received, oh, you didn't get a sanction yet. They waited.
Yes.
All right. And then November 17th, you came in and you'd missed your drug test that week. Missed a drug test, correct?
Okay, yeah.
So tell me, now in drug court, a missed test is considered the same as a positive test, right?
Yes, but some of those due to working with Doreen coming off the mountain, or we were running behind.
Sure, that happens, but as a participant in drug court, you are expected to make all your drug tests.
Yes, unless you call ahead and say, I'm running behind from work, can I do it the next day?
And they sometimes allow that, but it wouldn't show as a missed drug test if you had got permission.
It'll still come up as a missed test because you didn't go the day of.
It would, well, you got a sanction, so
Yes.
it was a missed test.
Yeah, so therefore, I went the next day, but still received a sanction for it.
It doesn't say that, but all right. You continued missing tests in 21 through February. You continued missing your drug tests. Right here, missed tests and treatment. Missed tests. You were sanctioned, correct?
Yes.
All right. All right. Now, let's see. You got a negative drug test, it looks like in...
What's the year on that?
There, you got a negative drug test.
No, what's the year on these ones?
2020. Oh, now we're moving into January of 22.
Okay, so what were the years on these ones?
I misspoke. I said February was December of 21.
Yes.
All right.
See you, Taxi.
Still, once again, the beginning of drug court.
Okay. Well, now it's January of 22. Okay. So you're missing drug tests.
Excuse me.
Then, on January 28th drug court, they said you had tested positive for methamphetamine.
Yes.
And you said, no, retest it. That's not true. I didn't use.
Yeah.
But then the next week, you came back and you said, well, actually, I did use. You don't need to retest it. I relapsed. Which happens.
Well, yes, working with active users, once again, with the cleaning company, they were all still active users.
Well, but it was your choice to use.
Absolutely, but if you keep getting offered and offered as a drug addict, yes, obviously you're going to relapse. You're going to
All right.
fold.
And you lied
Hi,
about it.
Storm.
Yes.
All right.
That's what addicts do when you're using.
That's true. Addicts lie. All right.
That's true. Addicts lie. Oh, I don't know if Carmen liked that comment.
Yes, obviously you're going to relapse. You're going to
All right.
fold.
And you lied about it.
Yes.
All right.
That's what addicts do when you're using.
That's true. Addicts lie. All right.
Active addicts.
And then in February. Now
I love that correction. Active addicts. I love that correction from her.
we're getting into the time period at issue here. January, February, March of 2022. All right. So at this time, let's get the date here.
Get it, Carmen.
February 9th, you missed your group. Your treatment, so you were sanctioned then, right?
Yes.
February 11th, you tested positive for amphetamines. Tested
Yes.
positive on February 11th.
Okay, yeah.
And again, you denied it.
Of course.
That's the same day you said you were out buying drugs from Susan Kohler, right? February 11th, 2022.
Yeah, it's just, yes,
Okay.
I was with Susan that day, yes.
So you're using.
Yes. Once again, when you're going to relapse when you're around active people.
I
yes.
understand. And let's see. As we
Dude,
move into March of 22,
she's going to spend the next 20 minutes in this damn binder. Oh my God.
you tested positive for methamphetamine February 11th, March 1st, and March 3rd, and March 16th, correct?
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it was there. From drug court notes, yes.
So if it's, I'm sorry, I didn't
No,
tell
you're
you. Hope you was
You're
that.
fine.
So, well, if it's in here, it's accurate.
Yes.
All right. So this whole time that you say you remember purchasing drugs, all these text messages, you were high.
I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry.
This whole period of time that you just testified, that you say you remember all these texts and you remember all this information from March of 2022, you were high that whole time, February, March 22.
Not the whole time, no.
You were using very regularly.
I guess so, yes.
Okay. Now, this
Can I try to
continues.
say that her memory is not reliable? I mean, maybe like small little things, but like getting paid from someone to buy drugs, going that ride, taking selfies, buying the drug, taking pictures of the place where you dropped off the drugs, cashing in the checks. I mean, that really helps with your story.
all through.
So this, may we pause for a minute? May we take the document down so the witness is not distracted?
We may.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry about that. All right.
How's your day going, Storm?
So this continues. The missing drug tests, the positive tests, sometimes you do well, other times you're doing poorly, continues all the way up until your arrest of April of 2023.
Sorry, what was the question again?
The question was, we started talking about, we were talking about that you were using all through February and March of 22. And now I'm saying from February and March of 22 until your arrest of April of 23, you numerous times either missed drug tests, missed treatment, or sanctioned, tested positive. You had a lot of missteps between the beginning of drug court in 2021 until your arrest in April 2023. Correct?
Yes.
All right. In fact, you were held back on phases.
Yes.
You were asked to restart phases.
Yes.
But you started doing a little better right before you were arrested in April of 23. You were finally moved to phase 5. True?
Yes.
All right. And then you're arrested.
Yes.
And you are arrested for, well, first of all, there was, all right, well, let me do this in 2 parts. You were arrested for possession of marijuana, correct?
Actually, no, I was arrested for driving on a revoked suspended license.
Okay, that's fair. You were originally pulled over and arrested for driving on a suspended license, and then there was an order to show cause issued in drug court.
Yes.
Right? Now, an order to show cause is a little bit different than an official charge, right?
Yes.
So an order to show cause, can you pull that up, please, just for me and the witness? So an order to show cause, just so the jury can understand, is when you're in drug court or probation, on probation, and you're accused of committing a crime, they say, all right, these are the things you're accused of doing, and you need to come into drug court and explain what happened, and then we will make a decision as to whether you're going to remain in drug court, if you're going to be charged with these crimes officially, if you're going to get kicked out of drug court because you've got new charges. That's what an order to show cause is, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So you got an order to show cause, and it was for, I think that's in front of the screen. Does that look like what an order to show cause looks like?
Yes, it is.
Yes. And you recognize that as the order to show cause that was issued in May of 2020? Well, I'm looking at the date. You were ordered to April 26th, the day of your arrest. 2023.
Would you restate the question?
Is that the order to show cause that was issued in your case in April of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd move to admit and to publish Defense Exhibit 1008.
Okay. Order to show cause. All right, so far in the defense's cross-examination, we were going through binders and binders and binders of shit that makes Carmen look bad. Yes, she was a drug addict at some point. She was arrested. She was giving a plea in advance where the court, essentially, if you attend drug court and you do it successfully, then your charges in those cases will be dismissed. She went through the timeline of all the times that Carmen missed drug court. She failed to appear in therapy. She failed her drug test. She lied about it, tested positive for methamphetamine. And her point that she was also trying to make was, well, during the time where you were getting drugs from my client, Kouri Richins, you didn't really have good memory, did you? Because you were using drugs back then. You were using drugs very regularly. And then again, we're continuing on with her getting in trouble with driving with suspended license. And now we're in April 2023, a year after the murder. And we're talking about something about an order to show cause. Okay. Just a little recap in case anyone's falling asleep over there.
Your Honor, no objection.
Look at Mr. Bloodworth. Mr. Bloodworth, wake up. Mr. Bloodworth.
Your Honor, no objection.
Okay. Defendants 1008 is admitted, and we will publish it now.
All right. So that's just so the jury can see what that looks like. Now, if in drug court you're found to be in violation, you're found to have committed new crimes, what happens is your plea in abeyance goes away, and you are sentenced on your original 2 first-degree felonies and your third-degree felony that you pled to, right?
Sorry, what was the question?
Okay.
I was very
Trying
compounded.
to explain so they all understand how this works. If you were to go into drug court
You failed to show
and
up.
the drug court found that you had in fact committed new crimes and violated drug court, then you could go back. Your plea in abeyance would no longer be in effect, and a plea of guilty would enter,
Your
correct?
plain of bounds would be revoked.
Revoked. So you would be guilty of those crimes, and you would go back to your sentencing judge and be sentenced on your original 2 first-degree felonies and 1 third-degree felony.
Yes.
And
So the picture that they're trying to paint is that, oh, you were fucking up. You were given a chance. Because you messed up, you were going to go back to sentencing and be in trouble all over again. So you took this plea and you threw Kouri under the bus, didn't you? Just so you can get out of this squeaky clean. Maybe you lied about it. I think that's where we're going. Seems pretty obvious, right?
in addition to that, you could be charged with the marijuana that was found in your house the day of your arrest, correct?
Charged for
I wasn't aware
marijuana.
of marijuana, but I guess if you have the paperwork.
Marijuana.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that. I think you've just forgotten. And there was a firearm found in your home.
I think you just forgot it.
Yes.
And, well, possessing a firearm, whether it's yours or not,
Yes.
is a crime if you're a felon.
Yes.
A serious crime.
Yes.
Potentially a federal crime.
Yes.
All right. So, we're going to get back to that, but I want to go now. So you're arrested on April 26th. You don't know yet about the firearm. You said you've forgotten about the marijuana, but you don't know about the firearm. You just know you were brought in on driving on a revoked license.
Yes.
The next day, Detective O'Driscoll and Detective Maynard show up to talk to you. April 27th, 2023.
I guess it was the next day, yeah.
All right. And at that time, you didn't know why they were there.
No, I had no idea.
But they told you, hey, we searched your place and we found a gun under your bed, correct?
Yes.
And they tell you your drug court is in jeopardy. You could be violated.
Yes.
Okay. You in big trouble now.
And if you're violated, and you go back and be sentenced on your 2 first-degree felonies and your third-degree felony, you are looking at 2 5-to-life prison sentences and 1 0-to-5 prison sentence potentially.
Yes.
And the court could choose to run those consecutive, which means you do 1 5-to-life, then you do a second 5-to-life, and then you do your 0-to-5. That's a possibility.
Yes.
So you were potentially looking at a long sentence if you were violated in drug court.
Yes.
Can I just get a... But in that very first meeting, Detective O'Driscoll and Detective Maynard say, hey, we're not here to jam you up, though. We want to talk to you.
I don't recall the exact words, but yes, they were there to talk to me.
And if those weren't the exact words, it was words to, we don't want you to get in more trouble. We want to talk to you. Words to that effect?
Yes.
All right. And that's when they tell you that they think Kouri Richins poisoned her husband, Eric Richins, and they think that she killed him.
I don't think that was their exact words.
All right. Well, I'm not necessarily using their exact words, but they give you that information.
Yes.
All right. And that he died of a fentanyl overdose.
Yes, they did inform me that he died of an overdose.
And that was the first time you'd heard that. True?
From the officer, yes.
Well, from anyone, that he died of an overdose.
No. One of Doreen's workers were driving down the road. It was Nancy. She had yelled out the window. She's like, Eric died of an overdose. And that's when I had made the phone call to Kouri asking if, please tell me those weren't for him.
Okay. You never told the officers that story, did you?
Not till later, I don't think.
Well, not in these 7 interviews, correct?
Yeah, correct.
All right. In fact, what you tell them is you don't use fentanyl. Correct?
Yes.
And you tell them meth, heroin, maybe a few oxys here and there, but I literally never dealt with fentanyl.
Correct.
That's true.
Dun, dun. Did she lie?
Wasn't it?
Yes, correct.
Okay. One reason you didn't deal in fentanyl is you had a daughter who had some problems with fentanyl.
I had a daughter, a couple of daughters.
You have a daughter, I'm sorry. You should not past tense. You still have your daughter.
She is doing great.
Yes, and I'm happy to hear that she had a problem with fentanyl.
She had a problem with heroin, and it turned into fentanyl, yes.
Yeah. And did you tell them she overdosed? I know she survived, but she overdosed, right?
My daughter has overdosed a couple times.
All right. So fentanyl scared you.
Jeez, it's sad.
Absolutely.
All right. But they tell you, hey, it's okay. You're not going to get any new charges until we push the button, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Foundation on push the button.
Sustained. I don't know what that means, Ms. Lewis.
Well, why don't you look at, let's look at the April 27th interview that we pulled up there.
In the book?
In the book,
Or
yes.
You can pull it up.
No, we're going to use the book. So we're going to go old school on these interviews. There's
my
too many
gosh.
pages to ask
And
for
where do I
Katie
gotta go to?
to find them all.
You can help her, Ms. Lewis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
5-3, right?
Let's go to the first notebook.
Oh man.
Interview 2. No, interview 1. Let's go to page 98.
Like we're getting like some information in, but it's like being stretched out and it's taking a little too long.
Why don't you, actually, why don't you start reading here to yourself? Remember that now?
I was gonna jump around, but wait.
So they tell you in that interview, these new charges, none of them are going to go through until we push the button to make them go through. That's what they tell you.
Yes.
And they say, and we have Wasatch County prosecutor on board, and they're going to charge you, but we're going to help you out.
Yes.
All right. And you know, because drug court has not been going the most smooth, if you get kicked out of drug court, you're looking at potentially a lot of time.
Yes.
And you do not want that to happen.
No.
In fact, you tell them you want to get out of Utah, right?
Yes.
You want to go to Vegas
Yes.
because you have a fiance in Vegas.
Yes.
And in fact, because of your cooperation in this case, you've been allowed to do that, haven't you?
I was allowed to go visit him when I was in drug court as well.
After you started cooperating in this case, not before.
No, not true. I would have, Judge maybe would grant me time to go see him, but I had to let her know when and what time and the address and everything.
All right, so you're saying we're going to find on the docket that she let you go to Vegas before you started cooperating in this case? You're sure?
I do believe so.
Okay, well, we'll get back to that. Katie, can you check into that, please? All right. So they say, but we think you can, something to think. Now, I'm not saying word for word, but something to think. We think you can help us out. We want you to help us out.
High priority
They tell you
Vegas.
that in general, right? On April 27th.
Yes.
And they said, you know, we're going to give you some time to think about this, and we'll be back.
Actually, I asked for the time to think about and process everything. I do believe I told him it's a
Why
lot
don't
to
you-
process. Open it back up?
Yes,
To what page?
the end.
The end? Like the end?
No, this section. Let's see. Okay. So weird. Okay, so they're telling you you could be in trouble in drug court, and you say that's gonna fucking kill me.
Right.
So all right, we're gonna give you some time to think about this. We'll come back. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I did not expect her to curse like that. Miss Lewis, I didn't know you had it in you.
Right?
Hi,
Okay,
Corky.
yes.
Okay. So they're telling you you could be in trouble in drug court, and you say that's gonna fucking kill me.
Right.
So all right, we're gonna give you some time to think about this. We'll come back. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So they just leave you sitting there 4, 5 days,
Yes.
and you don't know what's going on, but you know you could be looking at a lot of prison time.
I just know this whole thing was a lot to process while you're incarcerated.
That's fair, but it's also true that you could be looking at a lot of prison time, and you're very worried about it.
Altogether, yes.
Well, you call Nick Bon Savage and you tell him you're very worried about it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know I talked to Nick quite a bit.
And your daughter,
Yes.
Kelsey, is that right?
My daughter, yes.
Okay. So they come back on May 2nd. And they bring, it's Detective O'Driscoll, Detective Maynard, and they bring a DEA agent with them this time, right? Agent Sorensen.
There was another officer there, yes.
And you recall that he was with the Drug Enforcement Administration?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
So a federal agent.
Yes.
So this time they tell you, by the way, Carmen, you're not just possibly looking at 2 5-to-lives and a 0 to 5 in state prison. You could be looking at federal prison.
Isn't
Right?
it better to serve
Yes.
federal prison
Because
than
if
state?
you provided a drug to
I don't know. It was always like the rumor that federal prison was more comfortable than state prison.
someone and someone died from that drug, that's a 20-year minimum mandatory in federal prison.
Objection, Your Honor. That's
Sounds like some lies right there.
It does not mistake the law.
Folks, you're going to have to lay some foundation one way or the other, Ms. Lewis. If you can rephrase about what her understanding was, I think we can get past this.
They told you that there is a federal charge you could be looking at,
Yes.
distribution resulting in a death,
Yes.
and that federal charge carries a minimum mandatory of 20 years in federal prison. They told you that day.
Yes.
All right. They also tell you, don't worry, we're going to help you out. Right?
Yes.
All right. So you tell them for the first time, which you also said here today, that, okay, yes, Kouri Richins contacted me. She said, I have an investor with back pain and could you get me some pills?
Oh yeah, it is stuck. What the heck happened to the YouTube chat? Thank you. I didn't even notice that.
Yes.
And you told them you thought that would maybe, you didn't know for sure what she wanted. She just asked for some pills to help with back pain.
Yes.
And you thought maybe she meant muscle relaxants, maybe she meant some pain pills, you didn't know.
Right.
All right. Wasn't fentanyl. She didn't ask for fentanyl.
Not at the time, no.
Okay. But you couldn't remember when that happened. You just couldn't remember, right?
I can remember the exact dates now.
Well, you told them all you remembered was there was a little bit of snow on the ground.
Yes.
And they're trying to help you pin down a date, but you say, you told them multiple times, I really don't know. There was snow on the ground.
Really wasn't absolutely correct on the dates now.
Okay. But you did tell them that, okay, yes, I reached out to Susan Kohler, my friend and coworker, and asked her for some pain pills.
Yes.
Not fentanyl.
No.
Because Kouri didn't ask for fentanyl, correct?
Not at the time, no.
Okay, we'll get to that. And you were aware, I'm not sure if I'm right about this, were you aware that Susan had a friend who was selling some prescription oxycodone, excuse me?
Yes.
Okay, so you knew that Susan could get you some prescription pain pills.
Yes.
All right, so you went to Susan and asked her to do that for you.
Yes.
All right, but during that interview, you told the officers numerous times, I have been using drugs since I was 6th grade.
Yes.
My brain is not that good.
Correct.
I don't remember things.
Yes.
You have a learning disability also, correct?
Yes.
Can you share what that is?
No. No.
I would ask you to share what it is. That was a question, not a request. Sorry. I apologize, but it could be relevant.
Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lauber, if you would please answer the question.
Yes, I do have one.
And what?
What is it?
It's not the highest education of. It's a low grade education.
Is that because you struggled in school because of your learning disability?
I think the way she asked it made it seem like it was optional of whether or not she could answer that question. Oh.
Lewis. Ms. Lauber, if you would please answer.
You have a learning disability also, correct?
Yes.
Can you share what that is?
No. No.
I would ask you to share what it is. That was a question, not a request. Sorry.
Or maybe when she said it, maybe she meant in a way of like, it's not like she doesn't want to share it, but maybe it's like a very touchy feeling, like touchy topic for her, that sharing it is hard. So I can see why she would respond in that way.
I apologize, but it could be relevant.
Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lauber, if you would please answer the question.
Yes, I do have one.
And what?
What is it?
It's not the highest education of. It's a low grade education.
Is that because you struggled in school because of your learning disability?
Yes.
All right. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. A lot of people have that.
Right.
All right, so you go to Susan And did you ask her for Roxy's, or did she tell you she could get Roxy's?
That's what she told me she could get.
Roxy's. And what are Roxy's?
Like a hydrocodone pill.
Are they? And I'm asking. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you need some? You've got some water there.
Ms. Lewis, would you pause for one moment? I apologize for interrupting. Carmen, when you dab your eyes, which you're allowed to do, you also cover your mouth,
Sorry.
which blocks the sound. If you would just answer the last question again, and if you need Ms. Lewis to
Yeah,
restate,
what was the
that's
question
okay.
again?
I'm not sure. So you said that Susan brought up the word Roxy's, not you.
She told me that's what she could get from her friend.
Okay. And what are Roxy's?
It is a pain pill.
Is
It's
it
an
oxy?
opiate.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
It is a pain pill. It's an opiate.
All right. I think the jury is waiting right now to see what the learning disability has anything to do with this. I could see how it could be tangentially related, maybe, but she better make sure it's like related, because like now that she brought it up and she's like crying on the stand, I think she's gonna get a lot of sympathy points for this. Like, I feel bad for her.
It's okay. Is it oxycodone?
Yes.
What are Roxy 30s? Do you need a break?
Just for a sec.
We've been at this since about 12:30.
Yeah. Ms. Lewis, any objection to a short restroom break?
No,
This
no,
witness,
no.
of course, will not confer with anyone during the break.
That's fine.
Folks,
Yeah,
please rise for the jury.
Give her a little break. Give her a little break. Ooh, breathe out. I mean, I don't think the defense attorney is trying to be an ass or anything, but I don't think she realized what a touchy subject that was for her.
Have a seat, please.
Let's see how Miss Lewis re-navigates after the short break.
Ms. Lauber, we're going to take a break. You're welcome to stretch your legs, use the restroom. Please don't talk to anybody about your testimony, okay? Thank you. Let's come back at 3:25. The court is in recess. Thank you.
All right, so they are running late on resuming court. I'm going to get up, stretch, use the restroom. Oh boy. I mean, I think it's a lot. It's overwhelming. Going through all the shit that you did in the past, how you fucked up, how you got drugs that could have led to killing, Eric Richins, and then talking about the learning disability. It's probably just a lot. It's probably very, 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 very overwhelming. So I think a lot of people can sympathize with that. All right, guys, get up and stretch, and we'll wait till see when court gets back here.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the Kouri Richins trial with us. But I'll tell you what, a lot of these trials remind me of, the ones that we cover? It reminds me that the world is very unpredictable. And I will tell you, having a great lawyer matters when life throws something at you. And that is where our great partner and sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in, okay? This is a firm with over 1,000 attorneys. You know why they're so big? Because they win a lot. In the past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a $9.3 million verdict for a car crash victim in Florida, a $5.6 million verdict for another car accident victim in Atlanta, and not to mention $1.8 million in Kentucky after insurance offered their clients a mere $5,000 in that case. And even if you think your case isn't worth millions of dollars, why not just start a claim and fight for what you deserve? Morgan & Morgan makes it so easy. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/LC Live by clicking the link below or scanning the QR code on screen.
I appreciate everyone's patience. In a moment before the jury comes back in, I just need to remind everyone in the courtroom that there can be no audible reactions to any of the evidence or any of the events in the courtroom. You just need to sit, be still, listen. No audible reactions to anything. If anyone is unable to follow this instruction on a going forward basis, I'll need you to step out, and the deputies will help you do it. Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, are we ready for the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is Ms. Lauber in the wings? Looks like they're grabbing her now. Okay. I'm going to let her take the stand before we have the jury come in. Thank you.
I turned the AC on so he won't be hot in his cage. He needs like a personal fan or something. Hero. All right, guys, they are back. They're coming in. Oh, Carmen's coming in. Who's that baddie with Carmen?
You take the stand again. Please watch your step.
Hero. Oh boy, Hero.
Here, just stay standing for a second. Please rise for the jury. Please have a seat as you come in. Please have a seat.
Did you work out yet?
Ms. Lauber, same warnings regarding the microphone. And please remember you are still under oath.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Ms. Lewis, please proceed.
All right. I forgot to introduce an exhibit. Katie, can you pull up Defense Exhibit 1007 again? And Ms. Lauber, we spoke about that. That's your docket from during court, correct?
Yeah.
Please proceed.
All right. I forgot to introduce an exhibit. Katie, can you pull up Defense Exhibit 1007 again? And
Something tells me we're not going to bring up the learning disability anymore, but I mean, I feel like at this point, you kind of look like a dick if you don't show that it's relevant. Oh, Kouri Richins' mom's right there. Y'all see her? Hey, Lisa. I see you, Lisa.
Ms. Lauber, we spoke about that. That's your docket from during court, correct?
Ms. Lewis is like, fuck, how do I proceed?
All right, I'd move to admit Exhibit 1007. We don't need to publish it at this time, though.
Awkward.
Okay, defendants 1007 is admitted.
All right. Okay. Carmen, let's go back to when you went and got the pills from Susan Kohler. So right before the break, you said that Susan got you Roxy's and that Roxy's are oxycodone. Did I get that right?
Correct.
All right. What are Roxy 30s?
They are a stronger pain pill. I believe.
Okay. Are they 30 milligram oxycodones?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see. No. But Susan got you some prescription oxycodone. And when you were interviewed on May 2nd, the interview we're talking about right now, you said that you left those pills in the fire pit at the house in Midway. Do you remember that?
No, I don't recall.
Okay. Can you look at page 41?
Oh man, Miss Lewis. It's a little awkward now. Just a wee bit, you know?
Do you see that?
Yes, I do see.
Okay. So at that time you said, I left the pills in the fire pit at Midway and the money was in the fire pit in Midway. Remember? That's correct, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's different than what you said today, though, right?
Yes.
All right. Fair to say, though, 3 years ago, you might have remembered a little bit better than you do today what happened, right?
No.
Did someone tell you what you said 3 years ago was wrong, so now you're saying something different today?
No, nobody told me what I said was wrong.
All right. But you did say then that you've left them in the fire pit at Midway.
Yes.
All right, we'll get back to that. Now, in that interview, you told Detectives Maynard, Detective O'Driscoll, and Agent Sorensen that you never did a hand-to-hand exchange with Kouri. Turn to page 41.
I'm on 41.
It says you never exchanged pills with Kouri. Isn't that what you told them then?
Yes.
So you said then, I never did a hand-to-hand exchange with Kouri, but today you're saying you gave those pills directly to Kouri.
Yes, in my driveway.
Okay. And you said that the pills were $600.
Yes.
And you fronted the money. That's what you said today, is that you fronted the money.
Yes, to Susan.
So you didn't make any money off doing that?
No.
So you just
Not this one, no.
did that. It's not a very good drug dealer, correct?
Right.
All right, so you just took the money, got the pills, paid for them, took them back and forth, risked drug court just because.
Just, I thought she was a friend.
All right. So at that time, at that interview, you told detectives that, again, that you bought the pills from Susan, left the pills in the fire pit, and you told them that this was the first of 3 times you bought drugs from Ms. Richins. That's what you told them back in May of 2023.
Yes.
Okay. You bought pills once from Susan, twice from Robbie.
Oh, one's from Susan, 3 from Robbie.
It's not what you told them then, though, right?
I'm not sure. It was a lot to process, and it was many years ago.
We couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
It was a lot to process, and it was quite a few years ago.
Let me look at page 54, I think it is. Let me just be sure. Next one, I might start to, let's see.
So, guys, how are you? How is everything? How's your day going? Prayers for your back. It's just because long court days tend to be kind of rough for my back and neck. I have to get up often and stretch. You know. You drink more water. Ah, no, I ran out of water.
All right, so when you were being interviewed in May, and you were telling them in May of 23, and you were telling them, I picked up the money from the fire pit, I got the pills from Susan, I left the pills in the fire pit, detectives told you that it was really important you had to be very clear what had happened, right?
Yes.
And you were doing your best, I would imagine, to tell them what you remembered happened.
And we're caught up. I'm going to refresh this real quick so it doesn't skip.
No, I'm just asking you if you were trying your hardest to tell them what you remembered.
Yes, there's a lot to process.
Yeah, I understand. But that's what you told them. I left the pills in the fire pit.
Yes.
And you talked more that day about how you really needed to stay in drug court, correct?
Yes.
And let's turn to page 62, but you told them you were gonna fight. You were gonna fight hard to stay in drug court, correct?
Yes.
And they told you, well, lucky for you, we're on your side. And as long as this relationship continues, we're here for you. Remember that?
I don't recall.
We'll take a look there on page 62.
62?
Yes.
So pointing out inconsistencies with her story.
Okay. And that's what they told you.
But I mean, is it really important though? Whether or not she left at the fire pit or at the house? Like, is it super important? Would it be important for the jury?
Lucky for you, we're on your side.
Yes.
And as long as this relationship continues, we're here for you.
Yes.
And you tell them, I'll do whatever I can. Correct?
Yes.
And you tell them throughout this interview, and really throughout the next 6-7 interviews, that you have a lot of memory problems.
There's a lot to process, yes.
I understand. You told them, though, that you have a lot of memory problems.
I don't know those exact words, but
Look to page 64.
Sorry guys, we're in normal speed. We're completely caught up. I can't speed through this. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, did you guys hear about
yes.
Okay.
David
And
case?
You told them more than once over those days. You had a lot of memory problems, correct?
That my memory wasn't the best, yes.
Yeah. You told that to Nick Von Savage when you spoke with him on the phone. Remember that?
Yes, still once again, a lot to process when you're incarcerated.
And you told them that
Oh, that's right, because they probably have her jailhouse calls too.
you had fried your brain using drugs.
A figure of speech, yes.
But you said that figure of speech numerous times over those interviews, right?
Probably yes.
Numerous times. I've been using drugs since 6th grade. My brain is fried.
Yes.
All right. And during this interview, they're still telling you you might be going to prison here.
Yes.
But that's not going to happen. We talked about that as long as you help them out, correct?
Correct.
And by helping them out, they tell you that means you need to give us the details to make sure Kouri gets convicted of murder, correct?
I don't know if that's their exact words.
Can we pull up Defense Exhibit 1032? Or how do you want to do this? This is for impeachment. Do we play this just for the witness, or can we? I'm not to admit it. It's a demonstrative for impeachment. Can I play that to the jury at this point?
At least got to give Mr.
He has the exhibit.
Are you familiar with what it is? You just gave a number. I don't know what it is, so I can't tell you.
I provided it.
Do you need a chance to review it?
Can they bring it up?
It should be up for counsel. Am I wrong about that? Okay.
Is there a transcript of this? Where's the transcript?
Is there a date that you can identify?
Do you have the transcript from the interviews, or do you want me to pull up that one? I can.
There it is. It's up.
Oh, thank you, Katie. You're very good at this.
Yeah, just take me to the point in the transcript.
Mr. Bloodworth. He sounds so irritated. Like, where's the transcript?
Is there a transcript of this? Yes. Where's the transcript?
Is there a date that you can identify?
Do you have the transcript from the interviews, or do you want me to pull up that one? I can.
There it is. It's up.
Oh, thank you, Katie. You're very good at this.
Yeah, just take me to the point in the transcript.
He ain't having it. Mr. Bloodworth ain't having it. He know what about something back there. I hear you, Mr. Bloodworth.
Have it up on the back. So what are you talking about?
He sounds so annoyed. Is it just me? Hey, Palermo. Oh, Palermo, thank you so much for the 45 biddies. How have you been? I saw that you've been traveling and stuff.
Can you go to the next page?
Yeah, sounds fun, Caitlin.
He wants to see the next page.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I think the most interesting part of this testimony or trial, was the crime scene tech. Crime scene tech testimony was very elucidating. And the sister's testimony. And the body cam, I guess. But we are moving quite slow with this. You love how sassy Mr. Bloodworth is? I know, he'd be sassy.
So you want to use the transcript of the video?
He a sassy boy.
This portion.
Yes, it's a small portion. Can we play that for the jury now?
Any
How does she hear it and not?
Oh, we're gonna play the jailhouse call?
I'm sorry. I might not be following.
There. Please approach. My apologies.
Oh no, approach a mundo. Alright guys, they're approaching right now. Eat sushi now? Oh, nice. What's your favorite? What do you like to eat? Chopsticks? Yeah, they can be tough. Apparently I don't know how to hold chopsticks correctly. She was emotionless? Who, Kouri? Favorite pups in the world? Alaska be good with him. Wait, what? Oh, Donkey Nanny. Oh, that's why. Okay, interesting. Wait, maybe I knew that. Did I know that? Can't wait till we get back from sidebar and reestablish the witness says she has memory problems. I wouldn't trust anything she wants to play in court either. These defense attorneys.
If you would pay
call them
attention to the
slimy.
screen for a moment. Katie, if you'd cue up the video, right, Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
And then fast forward to whatever
Just
timestamp.
the clip that we have.
Yeah. And then
Oh, it's
let 'em
video?
know
That was
when you're ready.
audio.
Okay.
Oh, what time zone are you in right now?
So here's where it's at with McKay and your drug court, okay?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, fuck. What happened to the sound? No.
1 second. That's all right. This happens.
Oh, the
If
judge
you
is so
would-
patient. I'm not
Katie,
patient,
do me a
Judge.
favor. Unplug, plug back in.
I'm having a meltdown, Judge. Judge is like, it's okay. Let me allay your worries. This happens. Chill the fuck out.
If you cue up the
Alaska.
video again. And press play, please.
So here's where it's at with McKay and your drug court, okay? They are looking for, and this is going to be upsetting, but let me finish. They're looking to pull your drug court deal and ask for 7 years on your two firsts. 5 years for the one felony, and then a 40% portion for the second, for 7 years. The only exception to that, and the only thing that they're willing to kind of help you out with, is if you can help us out with this.
And by so, he means like, give us the details that will ensure Kouri gets convicted of murder.
So that's what they said to you.
Yes. Yes.
And let me just identify a couple of people here. The first person speaking to you, telling you that, first he says, I talked to McKay. McKay is the prosecutor in Wasatch County Drug Court, right?
Correct.
McKay King.
Yes, correct.
All right. And that in talking to McKay King, you may be getting 7 years in prison on your state case.
Correct.
But if you help him out, that's not going to happen.
Correct.
And by helping him out, that means you need to give us the details that will ensure that Kouri gets convicted, correct?
Correct.
And you are willing to do whatever it takes to save yourself from getting kicked out of drug court and going to prison, correct?
I'm willing to go forward with the truth, yes.
And you tell them, I'll do whatever it takes.
Yes. That means incriminating me, yes.
But then you tell them, but I need a blueprint about what happened. Because you don't know what happened, right?
And I just needed, I guess if you want to call it a blueprint, kind of a layout of what was going on.
That's right. You said you need to lay out for me what you want, right?
Not lay out what they want, lay out what had happened or what.
Look at page 80.
Page what?
80 of the same May 2nd.
All right, give me a second, y'all. Let me give medication to my Paparino, and I'll be back. Oh, I need to get some more water, too, actually. Get up and stretch, y'all. All right, guys. Yeah, he's doing okay. He is quiet. Quiet, quiet, quiet. He was bonking off the walls yesterday because he wanted to get the hell out of the crate. But he's quiet and chill, and hopefully everything's good. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys asking. I was really worried, though, because when he had the hole in his, I don't know, he like had the hole where his juju is, and it was just really, it was really sad. It looked so painful. Felt so bad for him. Is he still wearing the donut? He is. He's double cone. He's got donut and he's got mega cone on. Oh, you're in Central European time zone? Wait, where in the world are you right now? You're like Carmen San Diego. Mega Donut Remy. The Mega Donut boy right now. Guys, back to Carmen.
What happened or what?
Look at page 80.
Page what?
80 of the same May 2nd. And then you said, I'll do whatever because you struggled really hard to get where it is. I'll do whatever it takes. Correct? That's not on that page. I'm asking if you remember that.
Sorry, yes.
It's fine. Okay, you did tell them that. And so they say, all right, that's great. We'll go to the prosecutor and we'll try and hammer out a deal for you, correct?
Correct.
Ooh, not hammer
Now, do you
time.
recall, and if you don't, you can turn to page 69, that during that meeting, Detective O'Driscoll asked you to write down everything that you could remember for your next meeting, to help out with the next meeting. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Did you ever do that? Did you write that out?
No.
Okay. I just wondered if that had happened.
Honestly, to me, she comes off as
All right.
truthful. She's not really doing much damage to the state's case.
Now, you tell them, and I think you said this again today, that after you got pills from Susan Kohler, the next set of pills you got were light green pills, correct?
Correct.
Katie, can you pull up Exhibit 1030? Can you see that, Ms. Lauber?
Yes, I do.
Does that look similar, or I don't know, how close do those look to the pills that you received?
Those are darker green.
Okay, so the pills you got were even lighter green than that.
Yes, those are darker.
Okay. Can I admit that? For comparison, she says the pills were lighter than the pills in those pictures, in that picture.
No, Your Honor, authenticity?
I can blow it up bigger. It's just a picture of the pills.
Just the picture.
If it's just the picture of the two pills.
Tablets, yeah. That's fine.
But there's a whole lot of.
No. How about, can we just publish this? We don't have to. Do you want to admit this as a redacted copy or just publish it?
Let's admit it as a redacted copy for now.
Any objection?
If we redact everything around the pills.
Yeah, I think what we're talking about
Okay.
here is this, what's on the counsel and witness screen, Mr. Bloodworth.
All right, y'all. New poll. New poll is up. How is the cross going? Is the defense making Carmen lose credibility? If she had credibility to begin with. I guess that comes with an assumption there.
She's redacting it in real time.
There you
Is
go.
there
All right, I'm going to
second?
get a haircut. How much should I cut my hair? This much, right? Or at least this much?
I'm sorry, is there a second?
No. Oh,
I'm not used to having my hair
Yeah,
so
that's-
long. I just got lazy with cutting my hair.
Should we? If we want to publish the photo of the two pills now, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll mock
and
up,
then
uh,
redact it later. And
Understood. Let's publish just the photograph of the tablets. Thank you.
okay.
All right, pausing there for just a moment.
So your memory is the first pills you got from Mr. Crozier were an even lighter green color than that.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember if they said anything on them? Like those pills say something on them.
I don't recall. Like I said, they were in a little plastic bag. I didn't sit there and count them and play with them.
Okay. Now, you now have a conversation with the detectives. We can take that down. Thank you, Katie. And
What are those
they
light
are
green
telling
pills?
you, well, you asked for blues. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then they ask you, actually, some of the same questions I was asking you. They're asking you,
Keep it going past your butt? No, that's too fucking long, dude. What am I supposed to do when I go to the toilet? I guess you can use your hair to wipe your...
you asked for, what are M30s? Do you remember? They were asking you about M30s and Roxys or Oxys.
I don't recall.
Okay, why don't you turn to page 90? It's over 90 and 91.
They don't want damaged hair. They want like the unbleached, beautiful hairs.
Whoops.
And they're asking you about
Oh, she could probably donate her hair. It's like healthy hair.
M30s. You see that?
To her knees? Oh,
I
too
am on my
long.
knee.
Yeah, like horror movie vibes.
What's the question, Ms. Lewis?
Yeah, what's
The question is, they ask you what M30s are, and you tell them that M30s are either Roxys or Oxys. Correct?
correct, but I'm not seeing the question in here at all.
All right, well, maybe you just remember. They asked you what M30s were, and you told them M30s are Roxys or Oxy, which is oxycodone, correct?
Ms. Lauber, I'm sorry. We're getting confused here. I need you to be more specific about when you're asking her, whether it's something in the transcript or if you're asking something based on her memory.
Okay. Do you remember that they asked you what M30s were? Or they asked you about M30s?
Yes, that's right here.
And you told them,
Yo, what the fuck happened to this microphone? Why is it pushed all the way over here again? It's like off to the side.
M30s would be Roxys or oxycodone?
Yes.
Oxys.
Yes.
But isn't it true that Sergeant O'Driscoll says, no, M30s are fentanyl? And I'm not using his exact words, but he tells you M30s are fentanyl.
Yes.
And you say, well, what do you say? Do you remember? Is it there?
I don't recall.
Did you
Let me
say,
see.
oh, okay, see, that's how much I don't really deal with them.
Yes, with fentanyl, yes.
Okay. But you don't know anything about fentanyl.
No, not really.
And every time, we'll strike that. Kouri Richins, she never did ask you for fentanyl, correct?
No, when I had told her what Robbie had, she said, okay, go ahead and get the fentanyl.
That's your testimony.
That's not an answer that she wanted. Oh, gosh.
Kouri Richins, she never did ask you for fentanyl, correct?
No, when I had told her what Robbie had, she said, okay, go ahead and get the fentanyl.
That's your testimony today?
Yes, she did ask for it. When I told her what I had, that's what she said, yes.
That's the first time you've said that, though, right?
No.
You told them that Kouri never asked for fentanyl.
In jail or... Now I'm confused. Can you repeat the question?
You told authorities during the course of these interviews that Kouri Richins never asked for fentanyl.
Yes.
And you kept telling them during this interview that you got Roxys.
The ones from Susan Kohler, yes.
This is so confusing. Oh, God. But it's confusing because there's
They
so many
tell
drug
you
buys.
that you
So from Susan, didn't ask for fentanyl. From Susan, got Roxy's. But we're not focusing on Susan. We focus on Mr. Robbie.
they tell you that you got fentanyl for Kouri Richins, correct? Roxys.
The ones from Susan Kohler, yes.
They tell you that you got fentanyl for Kouri Richins, correct?
No, when I reached out to Nicole Cummings, she would reach out to Robbie. Robbie's one that told me that he can give fentanyl.
That's your recollection today.
Yes.
That wasn't your recollection then, though, was it?
No. Like I said, it was a lot to process. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Okay. But what you do tell them is not that Kouri didn't ask for fentanyl. She asked for the Michael Jackson drug.
Yes.
You tell them that. And you don't know what that is.
No.
And you Google it,
Yes.
and you discover that it's a drug called propofol.
Yes.
And propofol is not fentanyl.
No.
It's a sleeping drug, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Ms. Lauber, we couldn't hear you.
Correct.
All right. But then they keep telling you that you must have given her fentanyl, correct?
I don't recall them saying that that's what.
You turn to page 124. And while you're looking, let me just, so up to this point, you've told them you got Oxycontin, Roxy's from, or I said Oxycontin, oxycodone, from Susan, that you were, Kouri asked you for the Michael Jackson drug, that you didn't know what that was, and then they tell you it's fentanyl, and you said, well, they tell you M30s are fentanyl, and you said, well, I didn't know that, just to recap. And now at this point, you say, well, I must have asked for fentanyl. Because why else would I have asked unless Kouri told me to ask for fentanyl, right?
Correct.
Hey,
Lauber, I
Steffi.
need you to speak loud.
Correct.
You could do it like Elsa style, and then you can add stuff to it to make it like really pretty. Like I see people add what is it again? It's like I don't know what it is. Like not strings, but like it's like kind of like metallic. So like you braid it into your hair, or like different colors that you can like clip on and stuff like that. Or you can do like flowers. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Right. Sorry.
And as you turn to
That'd be fun.
page 125, you say, I want to say that is the only way that got in my head. No, Shiro.
Correct.
So you're telling them, well, I guess Kouri must have asked for fentanyl because how else, why else would we be talking about fentanyl?
When I reached out to Nicole, she gave me Robbie's number. Robbie said that he had a friend with, I asked for the fentanyl, or he said he had fentanyl, and I had reached back to Kouri and said that he has some fentanyl.
Okay, we're going to come back to that because this is a new story today that you've never told before. But let's talk about the story you told on this day. This day, you said, how else did I get fentanyl in my head? Right?
Correct.
This is so convoluted and it's hard to track, but I guess the sentiment is that she's changed her story now and it's not what she said before, but we're not sure if this is pertaining to her saying that Kouri never asked for fentanyl. Is it with Susan? But she's like, no, like with Robbie, she knew she was getting fentanyl because Robbie said it was fentanyl and I told Kouri, like, it's fentanyl. And she's like, okay, go ahead and get fentanyl. It seems a little convoluted. I feel like we got to clean this up. Got to clean this up a little bit. This is confusing.
Correct.
Ms. Lauber, isn't it fair to say you got fentanyl in your head from Detectives O'Driscoll and Maynard? They're the ones that put fentanyl in your head.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Because up till this point in the interview, you've said, no fentanyl. I don't deal in fentanyl. I didn't get her fentanyl. I got her Roxy's. I got her Oxys. Oh, she asked for Michael Jackson drugs. Oh, I guess I got her fentanyl. How else would fentanyl be in my head? Right? That's what's happened up to this point.
Correct.
And the only person up to this point who has put the word fentanyl in your head are these detectives, correct?
I feel like when they questioned her at that time, she probably didn't want to admit to the fentanyl stuff, and that's why she wasn't forthcoming about it. I don't know. I could see that being another situation. Like, yeah, like how it went down.
Ms. Lauber, you're on the stand. At that point, they are the ones that told you it was fentanyl.
They're the ones that told me that Eric passed away from fentanyl.
They're the ones that put the word fentanyl in your head.
They're the ones that told me that that's where Eric passed away from.
Okay.
Can we move on from that now?
But during this interview,
Is that what learning disability had to do with it?
you're very confused about what happened, because first you told them that you dropped the oxys.
Is the defense theory that Carmen is somehow responsible for this despite having zero motive to do so? This is what I think. They're trying to say that Carmen never got fentanyl for Kouri, that Carmen is either lying or because of her learning disability, she's got severe memory issues, and also because of her drug use and drugs frying her brain, that she also has memory issues, and that she didn't actually get fentanyl for Kouri. She got the idea from the detectives, and then she's like, oh yeah, I guess it's fentanyl then. I just don't see why you would agree that it was fentanyl if you're like sure that it wasn't fentanyl. Maybe they're trying to say that she's naive and easily impressed upon. But I think it's possible that she was like, yeah, they're Roxy's. Yeah, they're Oxys, you know, because she didn't want to be forthcoming and say that, like, yeah, they're fentanyl. Because fentanyl sounds way fucking worse than Roxy, Oxys, and propofol.
From Susan in the fire pit. Correct?
But I will tell you this, I don't think the defense attorney, I don't think she's going to circle back to the learning disability because she saw the effect that it had on the witness. And, you know, it might have given her a lot of sympathy points that they didn't want her to have. But I think that's where they were going. Like, oh, like, yeah, you're not the smartest person. You had these detectives putting these things in your brain and you're like, oh yeah, maybe that's how fentanyl came into my mind then.
Correct.
I think that's where they're going with that.
And then you tell them you gave Kouri some pills standing in the driveway, correct?
Correct.
But you told them the pills in the driveway were not the pills from Susan, they were the light green pills that you got later, correct?
No, I believe I said that the ones that Susan gave me, she came and picked up in my driveway.
There's a lot of drugs transacting between her and Kouri, though. I feel like that would definitely stick to the jury's mind. Like, oh, Kouri's getting all these drugs. But you know what they've been saying so far? That Kouri did it at the direction of her husband. Her husband told her to get the drugs. He had issues with pain. Kouri was only doing it because her husband told her to.
Let's go to page 135 of that interview. Where did you tell them you left the pills?
This is combined, yes. No.
Oh, okay.
There's, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'll just show them.
So there's three different ones. Yeah, there's three different ones right here. So they're the ones in my driveway.
Folks, we can't have a private conversation here. I need to pull that microphone back.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. She was explaining, and I'll ask the
know, that
question
may be,
based
but-
on that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Carmen. All right. So you're saying at this point now that you're telling them about 3 transactions,
Right here it says that.
and it says, go ahead. Tell me what you said.
It says combined, yes, because the ones from Susan, and then the green ones, and then there was the other ones that were the fire pit. The third one was the fire pit.
But you don't tell them that the ones from Susan were in the driveway during this interview, correct?
I don't recall.
All right. But then later on, you tell them that, let's go to page 159. Because you change your story. Tell me if you recall this. Go to page 159 and I'll ask you. I'm sorry, I know it.
This is a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot. I agree with you.
Ms. Lewis's question. Thank you.
Do you have it on the page?
Yes,
Okay,
159.
then listen to my question, and then if you don't remember, I'll have you look at the page, okay?
Okay.
I'm
So
hungry.
you changed your story and you said, no, the first time wasn't in the driveway or the fire pit. The first time was in a cup in a closet inside the Midway house. You tell them that at this interview. Do you recall that?
I don't recall.
Okay, look at the page there.
No, this just says one was at the house.
It says in the closet.
One was in the closet and one was in the fire. Sorry.
The first time was in a cup and closet in the Midway house.
It doesn't say the first time. It just says one of them.
All right, fair. Now, when was that then that you left it in a cup in the closet?
It would have been the third one.
You think it was the third one?
I do believe so, yes.
Now, the third one, the original third one or the new third one? Because originally you said there were only 3 transactions. 1 from Susan, 2 from Robbie. Now you're saying there's 4. 1 from Susan, 3 from Robbie. So are we talking about the original third transaction or the new third transaction?
Your Honor, objective foundation, the same transaction.
I think she said the transaction. She
There
said
would be
there
the
were.
third one no matter what you do.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what?
The third is the third no matter what you do.
It's the fourth that was added.
So sustained. It's the fourth that was added.
All right, well, now, then let me reframe it. The third one originally would be the last transaction. Now, the third one would not be the last transaction. So are you talking about, because originally you said you were 3 transactions. So when you said the third, did you mean the last transaction?
When I say that, I mean the 3 from Robbie, including Susan's or excluding Susan's.
Well, this time you said there weren't 3 from Robbie. There were 2 from Robbie.
I don't recall that.
All right, we'll get back to that in another interview where you talk about that. For now, let me ask you this. Do you know when you left the pills in the cup in the Midway house? What approximate date?
I don't know approximate date.
Was it after February 11th? You testified on direct you bought pills from Susan on February 11th.
Yes.
So it would be after February 11th.
That second one would have been in my driveway. The third one would have been at the other house, the Midway house.
Okay, so that would have been sometime in February.
Approximately, yes.
All right. What was inside the Midway house at that time when you went into the house and left it in a cup in the closet?
It was pretty empty. There was just doing some construction stuff on it, and in the closet, she told me there'd be a.
Yeah, 2 was before Eric died, and then 1 was after when Kouri asked for the hookup. She hit up Robert Crozer. I forgot his last name. 3 times.
Box with some coffee cups.
Okay. And were there any boxes in the house or just in the closet?
There was just the one in the closet. I didn't go looking in the house.
All right. Now, as you're going through this interview with them this time, you tell them again, I don't really know. My memory is messed up. It's foggy.
Yes, possibility.
Do we need to find it?
No.
Do you remember saying that? My memory's messed up?
I don't recall.
Turn to page 213.
Turn to page 213.
What was your question?
That you told them your memory's messed up and it's foggy.
I don't see it on page 215.
213,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
213. 215. Correct.
Okay. And then you also told them during that interview, I bought pills for Kouri 3 times, period. That's on page 165 if you don't remember saying that. If you remember that, you can just say, yes, that's...
I don't recall.
Okay.
Like, dude, there's
What
too much
page?
information. There's too much. She going from page 200 something back to 130 something? Oh, Lord. She doesn't get a paper cut from all this. I'd be pissed if I got a paper cut.
Yes. It says 3 purchases were. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
All the 3 purchases were before it, yes.
You said there were 3 purchases all before Eric died.
Well, 3 purchases, 1 from Susan, 2 from Robbie.
Correct.
All right. They come back later and tell you that's not correct, right? That's not on the page. I'm just asking you. Did they come back
Where
another day
did you
and say, no, the
leave
last purchase was
pills?
after Eric died?
The 4th one?
The new 4th one, yes.
Correct. Actually, yes, correct.
All right. You didn't remember that.
I don't recall.
All right. Finally, at the end of this interview, where you've said, and I'm not going to go through it all again, we've been through all the different things you said like 3 times. You said to them, Just write it all down and I'll sign it.
I don't recall saying that.
Page 183.
Oh, yes.
You did. You said write it all down, I'll sign it.
They wanted me to write it, and I didn't want to write.
No, they didn't want you to write it. You asked them to write it all down for you, and you'll sign it. Because to their credit, they said, well, no, that's not how this works.
Your Honor, objection.
To what?
I'd be a little bit more specific.
To what? Do you hear what she said? Wait, was that her voice?
Because to their credit, they said, well, no, that's not how this works.
Listen.
Your Honor, objection.
To what?
I'd be a little bit more specific.
That wasn't a question, that was testimony and argument.
That sounded a little contemptuous. To what?
No,
It
the
is
question-
argumentative.
All right. I'll say it in a nicer tone.
You
They-
have to ask.
Oh my god, she sounds a little salty right now. Miss Lewis, I didn't know you had it in you.
I'd be a little bit more specific.
That wasn't a question, that was testimony and argument.
No,
It
the
is
question-
argumentative.
All right. I'll
You
say it in a
cannot-
nicer tone.
You
They-
have to ask a question.
They told you, or I'm sorry, you told them, write it all down and I will sign it, correct?
I asked if they could write down my statement, yes.
Right. You asked them to write it all down for you, correct?
To write my statement, yes.
For you.
As we wrote it down, as we spoke about it, yes, they asked them
And
if
you
they
would
could
just-
write it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to over. You would just sign whatever they wrote.
No.
No, not sign whatever they wrote. My
Girl, come on. This is not a win for you. No.
statement.
That they were going to write for you. Correct?
I asked if they could write it as I did it, as I
That's-
spoke about it.
That's not what you said here. You said, write it all down and I'll sign it, correct?
Your Honor, objection asked and answered.
I'm not sure we got a clear answer. I'm still not sure what's on that page. So the question, Ms. Lauber, just so we can move on from here, is whether the transcript shows
It
what
says
Ms.
yes.
Lewis states.
Can you guys write it and I can sign it?
Thank you. All right.
So the defense attorney is implying that, like, oh, the detectives can write whatever they want and she'll just sign. She doesn't give a fuck. But, I mean, the easier interpretation could also just be like, oh, she's like, doesn't want to write the whole thing down. She'll give the story. You guys write it down for me and then I'll sign it.
We're going to move to the May 3rd interview because they come back. I think it might just be Detective Maynard that comes back
Okay, May 3rd interview.
on May 3rd. I don't know if you recall.
Holy
according to my
fuck.
notes.
Remember, guys, she had 7 interviews with law enforcement. I guess we're going to go through every single one of them.
It's Detective Maynard comes back on May 3rd.
I know Maynard came one day, but I don't recall the date.
Maynard is back.
So that interview starts out with Detective Maynard saying to you, well, because of what we came up with, it doesn't look like you're going to be charged. Remember that?
No, I don't recall.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry.
You're having a very, I mean, and I understand this was 3
This-
years ago. It's hard to
Yes.
remember.
It's a lot to process, period.
Okay. But you remember it now. Right?
Yes.
Okay. But 4 years after it happened, you remember it. But a year after it happened, you didn't remember it.
What was the question?
It was probably not a very good question. I'm going to ask it
No.
again, okay? Sitting here today, you can't remember anything you said in these interviews. Well, not anything. That's not fair. A lot of what you said in these interviews, you can't remember.
This was 4 years ago.
This was 3 years
Well,
ago.
3
but
years
yes.
ago, yes.
But sitting here today, you remember very well what happened 4 years ago with these now 4 transactions.
Correct.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's look at page 3 of the interview on May 3rd.
What page?
Page 3 of the May 3rd interview. It
Still
might be in the next book, book 2.
I don't know. My assumption is that 3 years ago, she probably wasn't really forthcoming and she was trying to lie. So maybe she doesn't remember what lies she told to the law enforcement officers.
Now what page? Sorry.
Page 3.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oof.
Okay, what was the question?
Detective Maynard starts out this interview by saying,
Yeah, that's a good argument too. Her head is a lot more clearer now that she's been clean for a bit.
because of what we came up with yesterday, you're not going to be charged.
Correct.
And you tell him, again, I'm willing to do whatever. Do you recall saying that?
I say, oh, okay.
Do you recall saying I'm willing to do whatever?
Yes.
Okay. All right. They tell you that they're going to have to talk to Susan Kohler, right?
Yes.
And that they tell you that, well, Susan could end up being charged with murder if her pills led to someone's death, correct?
I don't recall that.
Page 11.
Oh, what's wrong page?
I can think clearer now. The rain is gone.
And they
I
tell
can
you
see
Susan could be charged with murder, but you're not going to be because you are helping us.
Correct.
All right. Now they start to ask you about Nicole Cummings. You've brought her up a couple of times, but this is really the first time during the interviews that you talk with the detectives about Nicole Cummings.
Correct.
All right. And this is after you said that Kouri said, I need something stronger, maybe the Michael Jackson drug.
Correct.
All right. And you contact Nicole Cummings, who you knew. Were you roommates briefly? Is that how you knew her?
She was my roommate's son's girlfriend.
Roommate's son's girlfriend. Okay. So
the bedroom I rented, it wasn't my house, I rented a room.
okay.
And her kids stayed there, and his girlfriend would
Okay, that makes sense.
pop. Yeah.
Okay. And at that time, Nicole Cummings was a user.
Correct.
All right. So you reach out to Nicole Cummings to maybe get something stronger than the prescription oxy that you had got from Susan Kohler.
I think it was after the second one.
Well, it couldn't have been because you met Robbie through Nicole, right?
Sorry. Okay, are we talking about, this is where I get confused because we have the three. So if we're eliminating Susan's, are you talking about Robbie's?
No, we're
Or are you
still-
talking about Susan's.
We're talking about after you bought from Susan the first time.
Okay.
You get a text from Kouri saying, my investor wants something stronger, maybe the Michael Jackson drug, which you don't know what that is,
No.
but it's not fentanyl.
No.
And that's when you do a Facebook message to Nicole asking her to get you something.
I actually have her.
I know what you're going to say, because I said that wrong. You did a Facebook message to Nicole saying you needed to talk to her.
Correct.
All right. And when you talked to her, you said, I'd like some Roxy 30s.
I just asked her if she knew anybody that could get some pills.
That's your memory. So you don't remember saying, can you get me some Roxy 30s or
I think I named off a variety. If she
I'm
could
sorry,
get me,
what?
I think I named off a variety of pain pills.
Roxy 30s or blues, you said.
Yes.
What did that word mean to you at that time, blues?
Blues mean on the street that they are a man-made drug.
Okay. So we're talking about early 2022. Blues at that time did not necessarily mean fentanyl, right?
No, they meant fentanyl. On the street. The street drug is blues for fentanyl.
I know that's became the street name for blues, but did it mean that when you reached out to Nicole?
Blues are blues.
All right. Okay. And she told you, you need to talk to my friend Robert Crozier.
She said I had a friend.
she arranged, like, gave you
She gave
her-
me his number.
Okay.
Oh, she definitely didn't win that one.
But you don't remember, at least at that time, you didn't know what date that was.
Because the defense attorney was like, oh, well, back then, blues didn't mean fentanyl. And she's like, no, blues are fentanyl. Blues are blues.
No.
And they're trying to help you figure out when you bought pills from Robert Crozier.
Sorry, what was the question?
Detective Maynard, I guess I said they, but I think maybe
You
it was
said
just
they,
Maynard, was trying to help you figure out the dates that you bought pills from Robert Crozier.
Yes.
And they tell you contacted him twice for drugs. Robert Crozier.
I don't recall if that's what they told me.
We'll look at page 87.
Okay, what was your question?
They're trying to help you figure out the dates, and they tell you they find 2 dates that you contacted Robert Crozier by looking at your phone, right?
Correct.
Okay. You actually didn't remember Robert Crozier's name initially, right?
I actually knew him as he was up in Ogden.
Okay. Called him like the Ogden dude or something like that, right?
Somewhere, yeah, the Ogden guy.
And they
Sounds like a terrible nickname. The Ogden dude.
helped you figure out his name, right?
Not a pretty
Actually, I
name.
told him if you would bring me if I had my phone, I could put it, link them together.
Okay. And that, I mean, they did. They found his contact in your phone, right?
Yes, it
And
says
that's how you-
Robbie Nicole.
Okay. All right. So they say you contacted him twice for pills, and you said, yes, that's probably right. I was probably meeting him for pills.
Correct.
And then you tell them, I hope that helps you.
Correct.
And they say, well, we need more detail than that.
They said I had to go into more detail.
They told you they needed more detail.
That I needed to go into more detail.
Okay. All right.
I was blurred the entire time. That was my eyes.
So you're going back over again about the first buy from Susan during this interview, correct? And today, or not today, I'm sorry, that day, May 3rd, is when you tell them that you fronted the money to pay Susan, right? Correct?
For Susan, yes.
Okay. But the day before, that's not what you told them.
I do not recall.
Okay, let's go back to the interview the day before, May 2nd.
Okay.
Can you go to the other binder with the May 2nd interview?
I can't wait for the day to be over so I can watch The Wire.
Might have to help here. Go to page 40. Actually, maybe could you pull up 40?
Can you imagine someone called you the Ogden gal? Is that like a name of the town or a city? It's such an ugly name. Ogden. I'm the Ogden girl. Call me Madame Ogden.
All right.
All
So
right.
the day before,
All right.
Agent Swanson, that somebody left the money for you in the fire pit.
Ogden is a city. I'm sorry for the city of Ogden. It just sounds really rough. In northern Utah.
Look at the bottom.
Ogden.
You want me to go to the next page?
There was like a city or small town in Maryland called it was like such a weird name, like something with it sounded like butt play or something, like kiss a butt or something. Butt butcher or something. It's like a really funny name. I don't remember. Oh, Ogden is rough. Yeesh. Butt butcher
So in
or
that
something.
interview, you're telling them you picked up the money in the fire pit, and then you picked up the pills, and then you went back to the Midway house and left the pills in the fire pit. That's what you told them on May 2nd.
So this is the May 7 interview now?
What was
Holy
the question? Sorry, I was just reading.
Okay, May
Now, on
7.
that day, you said money was in the fire pit, and you left the pills in the fire pit. We're talking about the pills that Susan Kohler sold you. That's what you tell them on May 2nd.
Oh, May 2nd? What? I thought we were May 3rd or May 2nd. What day are we on? Last time we were on May 3rd, weren't we?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. And you said, I never exchanged money with Kouri.
Correct.
Okay. But now the next day, you said, no, I fronted the money to Susan. And then I went and put the pills and picked up the money all at the same time.
I don't recall that.
Okay, let's go back to May 3rd.
What? Now we're in May 3rd or May 2nd or May 7th? Really? There's a high school in California called Rim of the World? I mean, that sounds kind of fucking cool. It could be other things, but it's better than Rim Job.
Page 108, going over to 109.
Which binder?
The
Sounds
May
like
3rd
a
binder, too.
Dark Souls map or something. Rim of the World.
Okay, go to what page?
108 to 109.
Turn to page 108, 109. Do, 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 do. Can someone bring Mr. Ramos up in here? I miss Mr. Ramos. Mr. Ramos! Get your butt up here, Mr. Ramos. I'm telling you, I think the jury might prefer a bombastic attorney in the middle of the afternoon. It's
That's when you
confusing.
changed your story to that you fronted the money to Susan, correct?
Are they not allowed? I guess like they could only use this to refresh her memory, and it's like not entered into evidence. But it would be helpful to have exhibits at least, you know, to follow, or a more animated voice to present this, maybe.
I'm on page 108.
So over to 109.
And I have it sped up too. It's kind of painful. I'm gonna speed up even more. Zoom, 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 zoom.
All right.
What's your question?
I was backing up a little. I'm going to back up a little from the last question. You said you didn't get any money from Kouri ever. And then you said that...
Oh, no. There's definitely way worse crosses than this. Oh, who had a really bad cross-examination that pops into mind? Ah, fuck. Can't think one off the top of my head, but I've... The feeling is that there's definitely been some worse crosses.
That you fronted the money to Susan.
Correct.
And then later got it in the fire pit. That's what you told them on this interview.
Correct.
Like, at least she has like a theme, you know, a common theme. Like, oh, maybe you just don't remember what you said, or maybe what you said before is not what you're saying right now on the stand. At least she's like following a common theme. Yes, it's really stretched out. Yes, it's like kind of slow. Yes, there's a lot of, let me flip to the binder. But no, we've been through some really bad cross-examinations, okay, where it's like, where the fuck are we going? It's like all over the place and everyone's just confused as shit.
I think I was mixing up the purchases.
That's not what you told them.
Your question?
Okay. I'm saying that's not what you told them, correct? You told them it was the Susan Kohler purchase.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay, at least the muffin one was entertaining. It was fucking hilarious.
So, and then they go back and they're still telling you, well, you still might be looking at time, state and federal time, right?
Correct.
But they tell you you're getting a big, giant get-out-of-jail-free card because of you helping us. Remember them telling you that?
I don't know if those were the exact words, but
Page 112.
something like that.
Donna's defense. Dude, I forgot Donna's attorneys.
Bottom of 112 over to 113.
I don't remember any of them. Who were her attorneys again? Holy shit, I like don't remember. I'm completely blanking on that.
Correct.
Okay, you're getting a big, giant get-out-of-jail-free card from us.
I like that guy, the objection to his own question guy. I liked him. Do you remember when you're talking about the Amber Heard attorney, right? That one was hilarious. That guy was funny, dude. I feel like he did not like Amber Heard. She was like trying to hug everyone on her team, and he was like, "Oh, God, don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!"
From them. Okay. And I think actually Detective O'Driscoll was there at this interview. I think he's the one that told you that, right?
No, it's Detective Maynard.
Okay.
Oh, do you guys remember Mr. Owens? Mr. Owens, not Mr. Owens, Sarah Boone's attorney. He was kind of a shit show. But do you guys remember the Gwyneth Paltrow The one where she was being sued by Terry, I forgot his last name. But do you guys remember that civil case? Oh my goodness. Gwyneth Paltrow's attorney was kind of a shit show. An endearing shit show. But he was a shit show. Oh, Jackie. Jackie! How could I forget about Jackie? Oh, dude, Jackie was also a shit show. Jackie was trying, though. Jackie was trying. Who was Jackie's co-attorneys again? Co-counsels? I miss Jackie.
I still think he was there, but we'll move on. But all right. Thank you for
Jackie was a funny one.
clarifying that. All right.
Jackie! Jackie!
Just go to page 116. This is where Detective O'Driscoll.
Turn to page 116.
See, this is the first I'm just going to ask you if you remember, and if you don't, then look down at the page, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember that Detective O'Driscoll?
Oh, yeah. Terry Sanderson. That poor old dude. I don't think he was trying to scam her. I think he legit just, like, thought it was her. And he had that one best friend that testified in the stand. And I think he was like, I think the best friend wanted to be part of the fame or some shit or in the limelight and convinced Terry that he was hit by Gwyneth. I don't know.
O'Driscoll tells you something to the effect that this whole case is hinged on you, and you have to finish painting the picture because they don't have enough yet.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Zellman. You're right. Yeah, Mr. Zellman. Yes. How could I forget our attorneys? I feel bad now. Okay, let's listen.
See, this is the first I'm just going to ask you if you remember, and if you don't, then look down at the page, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember that Detective O'Driscoll tells you something to the effect that this whole case is hinged on you, and you have to finish painting the picture because they don't have enough yet?
Correct.
Okay. So you go through your story again, correct?
Just listen to Miss Lewis's question.
They go through so you try and go through the story again, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Hey, Patty.
And you tell them again that Kouri said, I need some pills for an investor with back problems, the first time she reached out, correct?
Correct.
And then you tell them that you know for a fact the first 2 times you bought pills were not fentanyl.
I don't recall that.
All right, let's go to page 127. No, actually, I'm sorry. Let's go to page 131, I think it is.
So 131?
Yes. Let me see. I'm not sure which page.
This is so much
Goes-
page flipping.
Let's go to 134.
Wait a minute.
She says, I know the first time wasn't fentanyl. She said correct. Right?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were asking the question. What was it?
So at this point, you say, I know for sure the first time wasn't fentanyl. Correct?
Are we still at the May 7th, 2nd, 3rd interview?
It says here, I know for a fact the first one in the beginning was not fentanyl.
Okay. Now, can I see page 134?
You know, look at Mr. Bloodworth. Mr. Bloodworth just fucking chilling. He looks like he's falling asleep. His head is like, his head. Not even.
Okay. I'm going to look at, I can't find the exact spot I'm looking for right now, so I'm going to go back to that.
Counsel,
Please
may
don't-
I just have a quick
please don't go
scheduling
back to that.
conversation with you?
At the bench?
Yes, please.
Please don't go back to that. This is gruesome.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're going to let it
Yay, we are recessing. La 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 la.
between now and then. You cannot talk
Cannot talk to anyone. Do not consult
Ms. Lewis,
anyone.
Ms. Nestor, I'd like to make a record regarding the note from the jury and the action we took. Any objection?
No objection.
Oh, there's a note from the jury and an action that you guys took. What happened?
The note regarding the jury,
Oh, I understand. Thank you.
not from the jury.
I got it.
I think this was written by a juror.
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. What does that say?
Not from the jury.
I got it.
I think this was written by a
Oh, I can't see it. Zoom in enhance. I'm so fucking nosy. Let me see. Let's zoom in. Can I zoom in? No, it's so blurry, guys. I got so excited. Wait, why is it not showing on here? Hello? I'm zooming in right now. It's a blurb. Let me see if I can show you guys. No, I cannot show you guys. I don't know why it's not working. What the fuck is this? Huh? Is it being covered? Oh, well, I can't show you guys for some reason. It's blah, 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 but it looks like a fucking paragraph though. Judge, my name is da 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 da. It's like 7 lines long. I can't see it.
juror.
Oh, I did understand.
Yeah, this was passed out from a juror. So, during an afternoon recess, a juror passed a note to one of the bailiffs that read, quote, Judge, I'm having a
Oh, I didn't think he was gonna read it. But you know what? I got the judge part correct. I didn't think he was gonna read it. I was being so nosy. I just need to be patient. Corgi, be patient. What's wrong with you?
passed out from a juror. So, during an afternoon recess, a juror passed a note to one of the bailiffs that read, quote, Judge, I'm having a little trouble with the handwriting, so bear with me here. Are there members of the audience in the courtroom that are sketching members of the jury? Question mark.
Oh, are there members of the I don't think they usually do that. And if they did, because I'm trying to think, after trial is over, do they have sketches of jury? I don't think so.
Is that allowed without consent? Question mark. It is distracting and a concern. Please advise. In response to this note, court staff confirmed that there was a member of the spectators that was in fact sketching jurors and identifying the sketches by juror number.
Oh.
That sketchbook was confiscated.
Oh.
The sketches of the jurors were removed from the sketchbook. That person has been removed as a spectator, will not be allowed back in. We cannot have anyone doing anything to identify the jurors in any way. And then the jurors were informed by a bailiff, not by me, that we responded in that way, so they do not have to speculate about whether that's continuing. Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, anything further on that?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Nestor?
Wait a second. Who was it? I'm so nosy. I feel like if we rewind back, we could be able to figure it out. Who looked like they had a notebook in their hand with some colored pencils and maybe was sketching?
No, Your Honor.
Who?
Okay. Anything else on the record before we recess, Mr. Bloodworth?
No, sir.
Counsel?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll recess for the evening. Please travel safely. Take care.
All right.
Court's in recess. Thank you.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Someone had a very important question. Rewind.
I appreciate your patience today. I need you to come back tomorrow morning.
Rewind. Oh yeah, come back tomorrow. We have court tomorrow.
Please affirmatively avoid listening to, reading, or watching any report about the case on any source. Please do not do any internet searches about the case or anything you heard in the courtroom at all. Please enjoy your evening. Travel safe. We'll start again tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Please rise to adjourn.
I have court tomorrow. I have court tomorrow. Okay, we have court tomorrow. Sorry, guys, you don't have Friday off. So it was like, I heard that maybe Friday we have no court. I'm like, really? That'll be great. All right, Corky's also on Judge Beverly's time. All right, let me do a baby recap. Okay, we're not going to do an Omega recap, just a baby recap. Baby recap today, day 4 of trial. We are set back by a day because yesterday court was let out really early. Something happened. There was a conflict, blah, blah, blah. But today we start again with the testimony of witness number 12, Chelsea Gibson, crime scene tech. And again, this was in cross-examination and the defense is hammering in. No, these are the places that you didn't search. You didn't look in the detached garage. You didn't look the vehicles in the detached garage. Did you take Eric's computer? And then, they noted how many times law enforcement kept coming back between December 24th to February 6th for all these searches. And she was like, yeah, well, we had more information. That's the reason why we came back, because we came back to grab more things upon learning more information about things that were happening in this case. There are some hydrocodone pills found in a laundry room. It was like 10 of them loose in a little baggie, which could look bad. Maybe they're Eric's, maybe they're not. Who knows? Then they went through, let's see. Oh, the PI again. PI, maybe or maybe not. Just planting things for the law enforcement to find. Or, maybe he did find stuff and he was like, hey, law enforcement, this looks really interesting. There was a voice recorder. There was like some sort of letter that was on the foot of a bed, but it wasn't there before in the other searches. But I think a reasonable explanation for that could just be, yeah, maybe the PI or someone found the letter and was like, yeah, I'll leave it here, the foot of the bed for you guys to see it next time. There were syringes in the master closet, but they were not tested because the syringes were unused. There was one syringe in the kitchen that has some residue substance, but they don't remember what sort of substance was inside of it. It seemed like a nothing burger to me, but we'll see. It could look bad. I don't know. Loose pills in a baggie, syringes. I don't know, but I do know that Eric did take some sort of like testosterone thing. So I don't know if do you need to inject that? I don't know, or maybe the pills are for something, or maybe the syringes are for something else. They talked about forensic toxicologist. So yesterday we did hear from the OME, and again, they found fentanyl in the system, but they did take other samples, like blood samples. They took like liver tissue, whatever samples, and sent it out to the toxicology lab. And we had someone who testified from there today, witness number 13, Brianna Lynn Peterson. Again, they found fentanyl and they found I don't know if they found hydrocodone. Did they find? So I need to go back to that part actually, but I think they did find, no, I don't know if they found hydrocodone, because they did say that the hydrocodone levels in the blood was not enough for them to send out for further testing. So I probably have to go back and really listen to that part. Again, they talked about the lethal dose of fentanyl. 3 nanograms is a lethal dose. Eric had 15 nanograms, and the history of Eric was that he had no drug use history with fentanyl, at least. They tested his gastric fluid test, and again, whether or not is there alcohol in his stomach. They're not sure because of the decomposition that can happen in your stomach. It could produce levels of fentanyl, which would be a false positive for alcohol consumption. Now, I thought this was interesting. A point made by the defense team. So she said that, you found fentanyl and you found norfentanyl. So norfentanyl is what you get if fentanyl is metabolized in your system. So the defense attorney was like, well, what does it take? Like 15 to 30 minutes to absorb fentanyl? Okay, well, if Eric was alive enough to take this toxic dose of fentanyl and he was alive enough to, metabolize fentanyl, maybe it could mean that he did use fentanyl because he didn't die right away at the, sudden exposure of fentanyl. So I thought that was a very interesting point that the defense team made. We got a detective, Frank Root, that collected Robert Grossman's 2 cell phones. Again, Robert Grossman is the man that Kouri was having an affair with. Then we got forensic scientists who tested for fentanyl from items that were submitted to the lab. We didn't get to more testimonies about that. But we got to Carmen Lauber, the housekeeper. Again, this really paints the picture that Kouri wanted to get these illicit drugs, and she hit up her housekeeper, Carmen, that she knew for 9 years, and was like, hey, I need some drugs. It's for my investor. He's got some back pain. Can I get some drugs for you? And Carmen's like, yeah, sure. Let me go get the drugs. And then Kouri comes back again, was like, hey, I need like the stronger stuff. Like, wink, wink, give me the stronger stuff. So Carmen was like, okay, well, you can't really just shop around and choose what you want that's on the street, but let me hit up my girl, Nicole. I think that was her name, Nicole. And then Nicole hit up her boy, Robbie, right? So they go to get drugs from Robbie. And then Kouri comes back, was like, hey, I need more drugs. And so they do that again, get more drugs. But then Carmen realizes that, oh, shit, like Eric passed away. That's really sad. But she didn't know until later on that Eric passed away from an overdose. Initially, she said that Kouri told her Eric had died of a brain aneurysm. And this was only days after Eric's death. So it's like, why would Kouri say that? At this point, no one really knew what Eric died of. Why say brain aneurysm? Or why tell Eric's father that he died of a fungal infection in the lungs? We're just all over the place. But Kouri is very attentive at this point. She's like looking at Carmen. She's very attentive. She's making all these faces. She's writing them down furiously. We get into cross-examination, and cross-examination, it's a little bit slow, but I want to say this. If you zoom out, if you take like a macro view, the overall theme that the defense attorney is hammering in is that Carmen was, she was in trouble with law enforcement. She was looking at getting convicted, possibly getting 7 years in prison and whatever else it is, because, she was like a repeat offender, and she wasn't really keeping up with her drug court. But Carmen had all these interviews with the detectives, and Carmen, maybe she decided to tell lies about Kouri so she can get this plea deal and get off the hook for whatever it is that she was facing, being in prison or being in federal prison, right? And then there was another issue that was brought up by the defense that, it seems like you even thought you were selling oxys, and I don't know if they ever went to propofol, but it seems like these were the other drugs that you thought you were, getting for Kouri, but fentanyl, you didn't bring up fentanyl. The only person that brought up fentanyl were the detectives. Were they the ones that introduced fentanyl into your mind? And is it because that maybe you have a learning disability and maybe you're more prone to being suggested certain things? I don't know, because the defense attorney did bring up, hey, you have a defense learning disability, don't you? And she's like, and she's like, can you share it? And she's like, no. And she was like really embarrassed. She didn't want to share it. It seems like, it was something that was like a very touchy subject for her. And so she, did say that she, she said something like low rate of education, struggling in school, and she starts crying on the stand. Like, she is very emotional. She's trying to keep it together. They do take a break, but she comes back and you can still see that she's a little bit emotional from everything that's, been going down in cross-examination, because they are going through all of her life mistakes, or going through all the drug use, her failing to go to drug court and getting the drugs and all that stuff. So it's a lot for someone to be dealing with, even though it's been years, it has passed away. You're probably still processing all of this. So it's probably a lot to deal with. And it's probably, I can imagine that, it's a lot of anxiety surrounding this. So again, she comes back again to testify on the stand. And the common theme with Carmen is that, oh, it seems like you told them different things, but now you're testifying to something different today. Although I don't know if it lands quite well with the jury, because it needs to be clear cut for me. To me, it seems like things are a little bit convoluted, and it's hard for me to grasp on one fact and to follow through with that fact to see whether or not it actually tracks, or maybe Carmen was lying. It was just kind of hard to really follow with the defense attorney, unfortunately. I'm sure she's got some great stuff in here, but again, because there are so many different dates, because there are so many different other drug deals, I think even Carmen was getting confused which dates she was talking about, or was she referring to the transcripts, or was she referring for the memory from, these interviews? So it's really unfortunate for the defense team, but I think the overall common theme that the jury could grasp is, maybe Carmen had bad memory issues because learning disability, and because being a drug user and drugs have fried her brains. Those are her words. And that maybe she told law enforcement to write everything down and should have signed, like she didn't really give a fuck, right? So that's the overall common theme that I can see, but does it really track really well for the jury? Honestly, for me, I would just be like, it's like maybe a little nebulous, For me, I need things to be easy to follow, easy to track, and it's like, oh, clear and cut, she was lying, and because of this, because of that. So, I don't know. I think maybe attorney Lewis, maybe she'll go back and watch the live stream and be like, oh, this is how my cross went. It was a very important cross. I could do better tomorrow. So I think she at least has the benefit of that. And I think that could be really helpful for her. All right, guys. That's what I got for today. Hi, Vic. How are you doing today? So that's my recap of day 4 of today's trial. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a lot more interesting today because we had to hear from Carmen Lauber, but it started getting a little snoozy with the cross-examination. But tomorrow, honestly, today, I thought they were going to go through the cell phone forensic digital stuff, but it seems like we were laying the foundation for it. Maybe tomorrow we'll wrap up with Carmen's cross-examination, and then we'll start getting to the cell phone data. Those are my favorites, cell phone data, computers, search histories, and all that good stuff. So we will see. Thank you, Maleka. I appreciate it. I do have a recap video of the trial so far. I posted it yesterday. Check it out. As for yesterday and today, I'll probably combine the recap with Friday, and we'll have it ready for you guys either by Friday evening or in the over the weekend. So you guys don't have time to sit here for 8.5 hours for these trials. Keep an eye out for the recaps, okay? Or, you could play the live stream in the background. You can speed it up, and you can just, just do your chores, maybe drive to work, commute to wherever you need to go. So, and the drama for today, the judge had to yeet someone out of the courtroom and confiscate their notebook because they were sketching the jury and identifying them by jury number. Judge was like, we ain't having that. Getting the fuck out of here. So, goodbye to whoever that was. And that's it. That's it for today. All right, guys. My stream was split into 2 streams today, and I appreciate you guys being patient. And we didn't really miss too much, but I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early. We are going to start a little bit later because there's a lot of sidebars happening with this court. There's a lot of like, they go on lunch breaks, they go on like little mini breaks, and they come back a lot later than what is being said. So I will see you guys a little bit later, and usually we will be able to catch up, and it works in our favor anyways because sometimes these they go by a little bit slow. So we get to at least speed up a little bit. Alrighty, y'all. So I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. I am gonna go finish The Wire season 5. Gonna see what happens to Omar. And I'm gonna go eat and hang out with Remy. And Cheryl too. So you guys have a good one. Take care. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for your support. Have your notifications on for YouTube. Hit the bell button, hit all, so you guys get all the notifications. And feel free, if you want to, join the Discord. We do have notifications on for there, so you guys know when I go live before I go live. So that's a cool thing with the Discord, and it's pretty reliable. All right, guys. I like the delay start to speed through. I know, me too. I like that. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Take care. Thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, Nessie. Take care. Bye, Chunky. See ya mañana. Bye, folks. All right, there's many buttons I have to press when I end my stream.